she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart. Uno, dos, tres, in my blue striped car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah.
Oh, hi. Oh, Paul's going to be joining us in a few minutes. Let's see who's here. Hi, Stream Elements. Add Stream Elements. Okay. Pop-up stream. I hope you enjoy it. Let's wait for people to come in here. I know people on the replay. People on the replay, and I'm painting the Warrior S. I'm doing a series on Divine Female Archetype. Yeah, I'm trying to make her look fierce. I'm trying to make her look fierce. Yes, I'm working on 30 by 40 Dollar Stretch canvas. Oh, who's here? Oh, hi, Goslina. And here's Paul. Okay, hold on. Hi.
Hi, everybody.
So far, only Goslina's here.
Hi, Goswina. Happy holidays, everybody.
I have different music. It's jazz, though. It's Christmas jazz music.
Christmas jazz. Well, it says there's 3 people in here.
I'm one of them. No, I'm not one of them. I'm not.
I don't think they count us.
No, I mean, when I follow on my phone, they count me, but right now I'm not following on my phone.
Okay. Grace, no, I thought I saw Grayscale. Never mind. JM Playlist. Hello.
Oh, hi, JM Playlist. And also, Gracie could be watching. She always lurks. She never talks in the chat lately.
Oh.
Hi, Will. Will says hi.
Hello, Will.
Hi, Will. Oh, hi, Lisa.
I know that Will is happy that the Netherlands beat USA in football.
Soccer?
Well, they call it football.
Yeah, they call it, the whole world calls it football.
But that's old news. That's been a few days now. So. Who would have thought? The Netherlands, man. They must have a real good team. I don't know what's happened since then, if they've been eliminated. Can somebody tell me in the chat? Is the Netherlands still alive in the World Cup? Because that's who I'm rooting for now, right? You want the champion. You want the team that beats you become the champion, so that you know you were beaten by the champion.
That's how it works before?
Well, it's kind of like a consolation prize. You could say to yourself, well, I gave it my best, and I was beat by the
right.
Maru. It's Netherlands versus Argentina.
Oh, okay. Well, go Netherlands. Yeah, FIFA.
Okay. Hi, Radical Changes.
Hello, Radical Changes.
Hi, Ryan. Oh, that's Isis. His name is Isis. Hi, Isis.
How's your day? How's your day going so far? He asks.
I'm a little frustrated on this painting.
Yeah.
Hi, Anthony.
Hello, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony.
My day's going okay. I mean, I just started it. I got out of bed at 10 o'clock this morning. So, Diana, I'm an hour behind. So when Diana went out at 12:30, I'm 11:30. So I had about an hour and a half to mess a few things up before I come on stream.
Yeah, and it was your idea. You said you wanted to come on earlier than later.
Yeah, well, when you texted me or messaged me, I was thinking it was still 8:30 in the morning. I was ready to go when I woke up. You caught me at a good time. So I was saying early, and then after I sent it, I'm thinking to myself, what? Wait a minute.
What?
Yeah, it's almost 10:30 in the morning. That's, not early. Kind of early, because you usually go on in the late afternoon or early afternoon. So toward the end, basically. Anyway, so I got a story to tell you.
Oh, okay.
So this morning, like I said, I had an hour and a half to mess things up before I came on here. My dummy ass says screwed up on a simple rolls, to bake rolls. They were like sweet rolls. There's a neighbor of mine who has a daughter in high school, and she's a cheerleader, so you know how that goes. They have fundraisers and all that.
Yeah.
So Lisa and I bought some stuff that she was selling for her fundraiser, and they were called butter braids, right? Butter braids? Yeah.
With I guess braided bread.
They're supposed to be infamous. Like it's a company, and you can make contracts with them to do a fundraiser, and I guess they'll take some proceeds, but they bake it and all that stuff and ship it, so it's kind of easy now, right? Before you had to go door to door and write on a piece of paper and then chase the money and all that stuff. Now you just do a link and purchase it ahead of time, and it's all electronic, and then it gets shipped to her, and then that's when she actually goes around and passes them out. They're not shipped, they're shipped to her. So anyway, Lisa and I got 2 of them, and they're very interesting. They're frozen, and it's like a log, and then they have these serrated lines in it. And so when you thaw it out, for about a half hour, it's soft enough. It's still frozen, but it's soft enough to take a knife, like a butcher knife or something, and kind of just press into that crease and cut yourself little round discs. And then what you do then is you take a 9x9 pan that's about 2 inches high, and you grease the bottom and the sides real good. Then this particular one had caramel with it. So there was a caramel packet that I had to soften in, it was in a plastic bag, and I softened it in some warm water. And then once the 9x9 inch pan was greased, then I would just cut it open and get all that goodness out of there, all the caramel just drizzling into that pan. And then I took a little spatula and just spread it around nice and evenly at the bottom. And then what you were supposed to do then is then you take those rolls, they look like cinnamon rolls. After you've cut them, you lay them face down in a pattern in this 9x9 pan. Just lay it right onto the caramel at the bottom of the pan. Then you cover it with saran wrap. I didn't have any, so I used aluminum foil. It's okay if you don't have it. You can use aluminum foil. And you cover it with aluminum foil and you leave it on your kitchen counter for, 7 to 12 hours. So then it gets more thawed. It gets more thawed, and then it starts to rise, and it almost triples in size. So they're huge, fluffy goodness. So I woke up this morning, made myself some coffee. You messaged me. I was feeling good. I said, okay, yeah, sure, let's do it early. And then I realized it's 10. Anyway.
Now it's 11:30 your time.
Yeah. It's after that now. But anyway, so where was I at? I made my coffee, and then got your message. Then I went over to the pan that I had sitting on the counter with the aluminum foil, and I took the aluminum foil off, and it's just like, I don't know if you ever watched Pulp Fiction when they open the suitcase and the light glows and it's like, oh, that's what it was like when I took that off. It was just like, it smelled so good, and it reminded me of the days when I used to part-time bake with my father. My father had a part-time job.
I have a question about that step right there. So after it had sat for 7 or something hours, it wasn't warm anymore though, right?
What do you mean?
Well, it had been sitting at room temperature. It's not warm anymore, right?
No. You got to let it thaw out and rise at room temperature.
Oh, I see.
And for ungodly reason, the instructions said 7 to 12. So this is not like opening up some, Lisa calls them wampum biscuits. Those things that are in the tube and you womp it on the table. Lisa calls them wampum biscuits. Anyway, they're not like that where you just put them in the oven, boom, you got them. This is like, takes a little more work. But anyway, so I did all that work. I opened up the aluminum foil, and it's just beautiful. Remind me when I was, used to bake with my dad part-time. The smells, it's just amazing. So then I did a dummy attack. I ended up taking the pan, and instead of putting the pan on a baking sheet and then put it in the oven, I just put the pan the way it was. Now, if it was a normal 9x9 pan that's just a regular baking pan, there probably would have been no big deal because it's 2 inches tall. Nothing's going to spill. I put it in a spring-loaded pan. So you know what that means.
No, wait a minute. I don't know what a spring-loaded pan is.
Spring-loaded pans are those ones with the clip on the side. They're round. They're round pans at different sizes, 8-inch, 9-inch, 12-inch. And they got a little clip on the side that if you release the clip, the sides come off and all you have is the bottom.
Oh, okay.
They're spring-formed pans, right? There's two pieces to it. A lot of times people use them to make cheesecake with. Okay, so I thought I'll just use this pan. It'll be all right. And I'm not thinking. And then by the time it's all done, Lisa wasn't sure. She wanted me to take a look at it too, which is funny. She's like, I think they're done. What do you think? And I'm like, I'm blind. But I did it anyways. And I could see a little bit with my headlamp. And with my headlamp really lit up the oven. And all of a sudden I hear Lisa say, oh, no. And I'm like, what? And she said, you put those things in a spring-loaded pan. And I had all that caramel at the bottom of the pan. Now, spring-loaded pans are not airtight. So all that's part of it, not all of it, leaked through the bottom. And I have caramel sauce all over the bottom of my stove. Brand new friggin' stove. I got now caramel sauce just baked on the bottom, and guess who gets to clean that shit up? Me. So that's what I get to do when I get off this stream.
You have
Friggin' sucked. I can't believe I did that.
Like you thought it was okay to put it in a spring-loaded pan, or you made a mistake putting it in that?
Yeah, you know what? I mean, at the time when I did the dummy attack, I'm thinking, right, it's okay. Hindsight's 20/20. You know, when you clip those.
So at the time you thought it was okay, and then you realized, oh no.
Yeah, you can't really put anything liquid or in those cake pans.
Hi, Justin Malo.
Hi, Justin Malo.
You know what? I had a 9x9 square pan, but I didn't feel like trying to search for it, and I'll just use this one. Now I got some work to do. This is crazy. Well, that's how my day started. Ask Paul a question, you're going to get a long answer. But yeah, that's how my day is going so far.
My day did not go bad. I can't complain. I didn't have a bad start to my day anywhere near like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be hard to clean up.
The stove's not even a year old.
How do you clean that? How are you supposed to clean that?
I think you heat up the oven. And
No, you know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. The oven's off, obviously, before it starts turning into blackness, and then you'll never get it off. Or it'll be stained forever. It's a beautiful stove. It's a stainless steel stove. I bought a set. Refrigerator, stove, microwave, dishwasher, all stainless steel on a Black Friday special, last Black Friday, through Home Depot. So I did that because I needed to do it. My stuff was about 16 years old, so I just upgraded everything to help to try to sell the house, which the house didn't sell. It's going to go back on the market in the spring, but I'm enjoying my new appliances. So. You
didn't answer a question.
I'm getting it. So it's a brand new stove. So it stinks that I messed it up already. But what I think I'm gonna do, it's a beautiful powder blue enamel painted inside. It's got a blue tint to it, like a darker blue. It's very with black flakes in it. It's that kind of stove on the inside. And it's all stainless steel on the outside, and then I have black grates that are have a matte finish to them instead of shiny. So anyways, what I think I'm going to do is, when this is over, the oven's going to be well cooled off. And I've got these little things that you can, what's the name of the company, Lisa, that Pampered Chef sells all these kitchen things, right? Old Pamper Chef also has these things that are like little tiny plastic scrapers that are a real sharp edge. They're brand new anyway. And you can use that without scratching anything.
Oh.
And they're phenomenal. So if you put a little bit, what I'm first going to try to do is just try to, scrape it off, let it break it up, hopefully it'll break away from the stove. If it doesn't, then I'll start slowly softening areas with hot boiling water, and then kind of let it sit for a minute or two and use that scraper first. And I'll get all that out of there, and then I'll just clean it with probably, I don't know. I don't have any oven cleaner. I could probably, I don't know. Oven cleaners are pretty toxic, so I think it would, if you can get away with that, I could use like Clorox bleach in a spray.
But what about the self-cleaning features of ovens?
Yeah, well, I have a self-cleaning feature. I want to kind of get as much off as possible, maybe.
Yeah.
And then, because I'm afraid that when you do that self-cleaning oven stuff, that oven is at 500 degrees, and what it does is any crusties attached to the inside of the stove almost turns to white and is like a powder. But I'm afraid this caramel is not going to do that. Instead, I'm afraid that the caramel is going to turn really black, and then I'm going to have a powder blue oven with black splotches everywhere embedded in the paint. So I'm not taking that chance. I'll do the self-cleaning method, once I kind of hand clean it, and then I'll do a self-cleaning oven mode, and then hopefully it's all back to normal. I hope. That was really stupid of me. If anybody else has any suggestions, you can put them in the chat, but I think I got it dialed in. We'll see.
Yeah, Paul needs suggestions.
Did you get a chance to? Did Red come and see you?
No, I didn't know that. No, she would have if she drove, but she flew.
Oh, okay.
And it's a 2-hour train ride for me. That would be 4 hours round trip.
Yeah, but she said that her daughter lives in the suburbs. It's 2 hours from one end of the suburbs.
Yeah, yes, but not if you drive. But I would have to take the train to see her.
Oh.
And
yeah, anywhere you go by bus or train, it's like triple the time, yeah.
Because you have to make a connection in Philadelphia. You have to get it. If it was a direct train from one city to the other, that would be fine. But they don't have direct trains from that city to that city. Instead, you have to go into Philadelphia and change trains, and then the whole thing, door to door, takes around 1.5 to 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, Gaswina said heat it a little bit until it turns soft, and then use the scraper and kitchen pro.
Yeah, who said that?
Gaswina.
Thank you, Gaswina.
Might know something.
Did you see she put in here she has to have an MRI to look at her?
No, I was trying to see that's why I was quiet, everybody. Usually I'm entertaining. I was trying to figure out what everyone was talking about. So, Gaswina, you're having an MRI?
She had an ultrasound today for a big lipoma because it presses on her neck muscles.
Oh yeah, the lump on her neck. I remember her sharing that. I think it was in Facebook.
They have to see if it's not attached to the muscle.
Oh boy. Well, we'll be praying. When are you supposed to get the results? Oh. So this is weird that you're here. Are you in your art studio or at home?
Mom, at the Art Center Art Studio.
Wow. You got there pretty quick, or did you text me from the studio?
I texted you from the studio. I got here at 11.
Oh, okay.
Sweeney said, thank you, Paul. Tomorrow is the first result.
You will find out tomorrow, Diana. Hopefully it's nothing. I'm praying that it's nothing. Just some annoying thing that needs to go away. Didn't you start having a lump one time?
No. Mine was my occipital nerve.
No,
Oh, that was my thyroid.
Oh, okay. This has nothing to do with your thyroid, I guess, Gaswina. This is something else.
John Shelton, hello. She said she wants to get it out because it bothers her.
Yeah, because it presses on there.
Yeah, it's giving her headaches.
Lisa was having some problem with her thyroid where she was getting a lump and it was pressing. And that's, where your breathing tube is near there. And it was getting worse and worse. So she had to do something about it. So they cut out a little bit of your thyroid?
Half of it.
Half of her thyroid. And you haven't had to take any pills.
No.
She's doing good. So. Man, when they did the surgery, she had a huge cut all the way across. It looked like a smiley face on her neck. You could see the stitches. We'd go around the store, and I told her, I gave her a heads up. I said, don't get cute. When people look at your scar and then you start looking at me like he's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was creepy. It was a creepy scar.
But it healed up nice. Lisa has a trick. She learned this a long time ago in a car accident, and she had a big scar on the side of her face, and they had to reconstruct some of it because the glass just sliced her cheek open. This is when she was real young.
That sounds horrible.
And well, she's lucky to be alive. She found out, or you did research, right? Something like that, or you just tried it.
I think my chiropractor told me about it.
And she thinks her chiropractor told her about it. But you those pills that they sell in the store where they're like gel pills. There's like a liquid inside the pill.
Vitamin E.
Yeah.
You go there, it's vitamin E, but not in solid form. It's in a liquid form.
Right.
Vitamin E. So what you do
that's how I used to take vitamin E like that.
Yeah. Okay. So what you do is with this scar is you take those tablets and you take one of them and you make a little pinhole in one of them.
Right.
So that it drains out, and then you just squeeze the gel of that's inside that vitamin E tablet, squeeze it onto your scar and rub it in, and you do that every day.
Oh, and you can also use vitamin E oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do that too.
As long as, well, I don't know, are all the oils pure vitamin E though?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I would just, to play it safe, pay 100% vitamin E
Yeah, the pills.
in a liquid form. Don't ingest it. Just let it be on the scar. That's why it's important to have the gel, because you're not going to squeeze out a solid one, obviously. And then you just let that soak in the scar. And how long did you do that?
Oh gosh, I don't remember. It's too long ago.
What I mean, would you say months or just weeks?
I don't remember.
Oh,
It was a while.
Yeah, oh my goodness, skin sometimes takes a long time. I had poison ivy really bad one time on my leg, and maybe it was even poison sumac. It was so bad I went to the doctor to get itching medicine that I hadn't taken apparently because the itching was so bad. And when it finally did go away, the redness didn't go away for months. And I thought, am I going to have this redness forever? Because it took months for the redness to go away.
wow. Yeah, the vitamin E helped it really good, and now you can't really see it. It brings the puffiness down, and then it kind of rejuvenates the skin to kind of blend in with the rest of your complexion. I mean, you do whatever your doctor tells you to do, but you can just add some vitamin E out of those tablets, squeeze some on there, do that on a daily basis until the scar is gone.
Yeah, after I got my stitches out, I did it.
Yeah, after the stitches. Don't do it while the stitches are there. But I just want to make a disclaimer. I am not a doctor.
Disclaimer.
It's a little disclaimer. I am not a doctor. You can, take my advice or don't. But I'm not a doctor.
Anyway, a lot of times people it's a good idea that people can find alternative methods to supplement what their doctor says, or maybe even do instead of what the doctor says. Because there's a lot of alternative health medical.
Yeah.
That can be better, or maybe less toxic than drugs, or could be better. And then a lot of times people have to take responsibility of their own health and do stuff like that.
Yeah, Kaswina said she used it on her forehead after her operation.
Oh, okay.
It softens the scar.
Yeah, it softens the scar, and then, vitamin E, man.
Anna, you should show us your painting.
I thought you could do it when I step away. I'm trying to make her look fierce. Oh my goodness.
Fierce?
Yes, this is the warrioress. I have a digital version that I created where she's.
And you're having a hard time?
And now I created the digital version where she looks fierce, and now I'm trying to create it in acrylics. It's always a
So you're having a hard time, fierce. So should I try to piss you off? That way I can get you to get mad and get fierce?
No, I don't like being pissed off.
Yeah, but you're having a hard time with you got to put emotion into it, right? I can help you with that.
Miss Nita Boo came in. Hi, Miss Nita Boo.
Nita Boo.
She said happy Thursday.
I don't think I've ever seen you angry.
Okay, you can see what I'm working on right now. There it is.
Hmm.
A whole month here in the Netherlands. Gaswina
She's
said,
getting more fierce. That's good. Good. Now I like to study get more fierce.
Diana's showing the pee.
oh,
Lisa was busy reading
Face.
the
I'm totally just only working on the face right now.
okay.
You see it?
Mhm.
Yep.
Gaswina said the whole month there in the Netherlands, every night Christmas movies.
Oh, you like to watch the Christmas movies all the time, huh? Gaswina, have you ever seen the Christmas movie called The Holiday?
Why? Is that a good one?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it's really good.
it's a real good one. It's my favorite.
Solid.
It's one of Cameron Diaz, right?
It's a Hallmark movie.
No. Made in the theaters. You went to go see it. It's a classic now. It came out, I think.
You can always see it in the theater?
No, it was in the theaters like a decade ago. I think it was like 2010.
What was it called again?
The Holiday.
So what's it about?
Cameron Diaz is in it.
What's it about?
And then the British actor, what was her name? Who's the British actor? Lisa's usually
Kate Winslet,
Kate Winslet,
Jack Black,
Jude
Jude Law,
and Cameron Diaz. Awesome movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
But what's it about?
It's about two people that are struggling with relationships in their life with men. So at Christmas time, they're all alone and sad. So they hook up on the computer, and there's a site where people swap houses. Instead of doing like an Airbnb, you can swap houses. Now, I don't know if that's true that you can do that, but in the movie, that was, what was portrayed.
Yeah, you can't people do that. Like if they want to experience another part of the world or something.
Yeah,
so
There are
the city.
agencies where you can
So one was from the country and one was from the city. Cameron Diaz was in a city, and Kate Winslet was in the country in England, and Cameron Diaz was in LA, right? So it's all cold and snowy and everything, and she's near London, I think it was in the movie. And when they hooked up on this app, or not app, but it was online, they switched houses and stuff like that for Christmas, going into New Year's, almost, just before New Year's. So then that's what the movie was about. Each one having, they would show scenes from one house to the other. It's a really good.
Favorite holiday movie?
Yeah, it's because it's at Christmas time, and so you get the Christmas in England, and then you get the Christmas in LA where it's beautiful, right?
Oh.
It's sunny all the time, and then other characters come in. Obviously, they both find their man. It has a happy ending. Most chick flicks do. It's a chick flick, big time.
Okay.
Big time chick flick. It's a good movie. It's my all-time favorite, along with P.S. I Love You. Those are my two favorite flicks.
Oh, I never heard of that one. I'm not big on
Come on, where you been under a rock, Diana?
Yes, I have. Yes, a pop culture retard.
What? What?
Pop culture retard. I don't keep up with pop culture.
P.S. I Love You was
I'm
pop
all the time
culture.
doing my art, checking my email, working on my YouTube channel, doing my art, working on my YouTube channel, or checking my email, or
Well,
I don't even do anything for entertainment. But to me, I don't need to. I don't know.
these are movies that came back in 2010. You're talking 12 years ago. Were you that busy 12 years ago?
Yeah, the holidays.
10 years. Yes, in 2010, I was dating people. So I don't know. I guess we never went to the movies.
Well, you should have had one of your dates take you to one of these movies because they were hits.
He was too busy getting.
The last time that I really kept up on movies was my ex-fiance. He was a big cultural person. Movies, opera, classical music, Broadway. We'd go to New York City all the time. Broadway, off-Broadway.
Wow.
Travel and everything. And he always would read the movie reviews and pick out the best movies to go to.
Wow.
Yes, I Love You has Gerard Butler and Hilary Swank.
Yeah.
Jeffrey D. Morgan.
That's the one where the guy, his wife dies. No, wait a minute. He dies. The husband dies. They met in Ireland. They got married. All of a sudden, you fast forward, and now he's gone, and she's trying to deal with it with all her friends.
And he leaves her 10 messages.
Oh yeah, that's the whole point of the movie.
Yeah, every so often
He knew he was gonna die, so he had a terminal cancer or something. So he knew he was eventually gonna die. So at the time of his death, he already had all this plan where she gets something in the mail every day for like an entire year, and he tells her exactly what to do every day so that she can go on with her life. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a moment, right?
Oh, that's the other thing. All movies make me cry except for comedies and action adventure. That movie will make me like cry.
Yeah, I know. That you would love it.
Yeah,
I cry really easily on movies, so I stopped watching movies. I mean, even Avatar made me cry. So,
Yeah.
So I mean, because that was kind of like a love story and action adventure. I don't know. So I stopped, even on my iPad, like through Prime Amazon. That's where I get my movies. I stopped watching movies. I'm like, I can't believe this movie made me cry. I'm going to stop watching movies. So instead, I would watch TV series, like old TV series. Like I watched almost all of Monk. He's funny, and I watched almost all of Monk. There's one episode where he's an artist. He tries being an artist.
Someone said she was under the Christmas tree, Paul, in a box.
No, Grayscale, she didn't say that. Oh my God. Grayscale's up to his shenanigans again. Yeah, Will cries too. See? It's okay. Real men cry, man. Real men cry. We're the ones that make the world go round. Men that cry. The Avatar made you cry. Oh my God.
I cry so easily at movies. It's like ridiculous. So sometimes I don't mind, and maybe I wanted to cry and stuff, but not recently. I just try to avoid it. So even that P.S. I Love You, oh my God, that will make me cry.
Yeah. So I like to watch both of them back to back. Why do I got a duck? I don't get it. I'm a little slow this morning, I guess. Oh, man.
Anthony said the men make the world go round comment.
Who said that?
Anthony.
Anthony, yeah.
That's why you should duck, because you said men make the world go around.
Oh, yeah, okay, okay. No, because my comment is sincere. Ain't no woman throwing nothing at me for saying that. They know exactly what I meant by that. So you got to remember one thing. If people haven't figured me out yet, I'm a very sarcastic person. Sometimes sarcasm gets me in trouble, but I was sincere about that statement. Because why? If you know me, I'm a mama's boy. So I got a soft heart.
He's a big wussy, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love it.
Sometimes it annoys me.
Oh, come on. Better being a dickhead, right?
It's in the heart, Paul, Fastrina said. Anthony said, Twilight made me cry. I had to watch all of them with the kids.
Oh, wow. Twilight. Yeah.
Yes, vampires and werewolves, I think.
Oh,
Twilight.
okay.
I don't even think I ever saw all of them. Might have seen one.
This is hard. See, in my digital version, if you can look, I'll show you. Her head is kind of down, and that's the way I originally drew it on my canvas. But when I paint it,
Put it on big screen.
I can't. This is my phone.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
I'll put
Yeah,
us
the
on big
screen. Yeah. Yes, Diana. Thank you.
Hold on. I'm trying to
Hey,
see
what
her,
are you trying?
her head is kind of down, right? And
Yeah.
I don't think I can't make it. Can't do it on my canvas. I can't make it look like her head's down.
Oh. I don't know. Lisa might have a suggestion. How would you?
Maybe I'll just leave it the way it is on the canvas. I'm gonna try to make her look fierce without having her head down the way it is on the.
You might have to bring the painting closer to the camera to see the head. Maybe Lisa can give you an example of what to do to make it look like.
Or Anthony might.
Or Anthony.
Was it? I don't know if Anthony.
Lisa's good with characters and stuff like that, faces. So,
Okay, so did I showed you? So I know I should. Up here, I need to flatten it. I was trying to flatten the eyebrows. Because when her head's down, you don't even see her eyebrows. See?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I see them. It's kind of like they're there, like they're going down.
No, they're all in shadow. It blends. The eyebrows blend right in.
Oh, I see. Okay.
The eyebrows blend right in with a shadow. So I was trying.
Yeah,
to
but
do
it does
that.
look like the eyebrows are going down into a scrunchy mode a little bit. To me, they do.
So I think maybe I don't need to try to adjust this. I can make her look fierce without doing that. Maybe.
Yeah.
Looking fierce. Do you think? Do I have to hold this closer? Do you think she's looking fierce? Oh, hold on. Let me turn the camera. I can turn it on. Front camera. Hold on.
Yeah, that way you can just see the face part.
She's
Yeah, I
looking
see what you
fierce, isn't
mean.
she?
I see what you mean. she's looking like right now. She looks seductive. She don't look
her
fierce.
Eyebrows. Her eyebrows don't look mean enough.
They gotta go down more, like on an angle,
like more of a scowl.
like a scowl. She's like got this look like she's seductive a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to. Okay, I'll try.
Like the inside part is going down, but then it kind of curves like a rainbow a little bit.
Yeah.
Like she's raising one of her eyebrows, like, "Hey, come and get me."
You see, I tried to do it here. I was trying to do. I cut her eyebrow was up here, and I've been painting over it. So I was trying to do that. Now I got to do that over here. Now I'm sorry, I'm not telling you. Now I got to do that over here.
Yeah.
I painted
Exactly.
over that. I started to paint over that. That you can still that's a thin layer of paint. But now I should make that straighter up like that, straighter.
Yeah, and then you need to get wrinkles a little bit, just tiny wrinkles.
What?
in
She
the
doesn't have
forehead.
wrinkles than my other version.
Anthony said she looks straight at you in the painting.
Yeah, she's looking.
Anthony says what?
You might want to put a little bit of white under her. What is that? The iris, the colored part of your eye, the iris.
Yeah.
So that it looks like her head is tilted and she's looking up. You know what I mean? Because right now her eyes look like they're just looking straight ahead. But if your head is tilted down and you have to look at somebody, you're gonna have a tiny little bit of white underneath it.
Yeah.
To give it that look like they're looking. I don't know how to explain that.
Yes, I know. So yeah, white here at the bottom of the iris, right?
Yeah, near the bottom, so you can tell her eyes
And
are
then I-
tilted up.
And then I need to make this like maybe I'll try making straighter and straighter.
Yeah.
Straighter.
And then Grayscale agrees with me. Just a few wrinkles in the forehead.
So I don't know about that.
Eyebrows
I'll think about that. 'Cause that's not on my other. See, that's not on this version. Hold on. I'll do that.
Eyebrows have to be straighter. He said eyes narrow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Right now she's wide-eyed and friendly
Yes.
looking, but you want her to have like a menacing kind of look.
Right.
I think that's what you want.
I'll be
Yes.
back, guys. You can stay on full screen. I'll be right back. Lisa's still here.
But look, her nose, looking like it's looking down, and the nose is so pointy, it's almost over her lips. And oh God, right here, that's gonna be hard to. I'm not gonna be able to do that. That's gonna make her nose too big. But I'm gonna try to do that with the eyes.
I think it's making the what do they call that? The Cupid's bow. It's making the Cupid's bow look narrow, and that's giving it the tilted effect also. That her head is.
But look at her
tilted.
nose. Look how her nose is because it's pointing down, it's almost touching the lip. I can't change that on this now. That's no way. I will distort the whole face. Okay, but I'm gonna work on the eyes and see if that will give it the look. And maybe work on the mouth, but I won't be able to change that nose. Because I will not be able to adjust the nose, but maybe the mouth and the eyes. Thank you guys.
Oh, my nose will not stop running. It's driving me crazy.
Wait, you have allergies?
I must, but everything is, the leaves are mostly gone and stuff. So, like, what the heck am I? Well, I am allergic to my
every
cat.
morning. Every morning, yes, my nose runs in the morning.
Yeah. It's my cat's fault. I'm blaming it on the cat.
Yeah.
So how many paintings do you have done so far?
1, 2, 3, 4, 4, maybe 5. 4 big ones. 4 big ones. A 5th big one is maybe 3/4 done, and a 16 by 20 might be finished, and then and then I asked the gallery director, like, I asked, what space am I going to be in? And she kind of told me, well, we don't decide that till a few months later, but she goes, generally, you get this side of the gallery, the other artist, you get that side of the gallery. And so I got an idea, and she goes, people do it different ways, but sometimes one resident a long time ago, she made one big giant painting and put it on one wall. It was very sparse. One big giant painting on one wall. She probably only had 4 pieces in her solo show. It's all up to me. It's all up to us. Up to me how many paintings I want to put in.
Yeah.
So now I know that. I wasn't sure before. Like, oh, is there a certain amount? So now I got some idea about it.
Isis
So all
is
the
saying,
paintings I'm doing may not even be in the show. Probably these archetype ones. Like, I want to stay with that theme, but I'm about to do some more abstract type archetype ones after I'm done with warrior. I'm about to do smaller 16 by 20 paintings that are more abstract that express the archetype energy. That would be my idea about it. Like, it'll be like still maybe a face in it, but it's gonna be more abstract and stuff because I don't like doing representational all the time.
yeah. Isis said she loves your earrings.
Thank you. Who said that?
Isis?
Oh, hi, yes.
That's Radical Changes, right?
Yes. Okay, thank you.
I actually remembered somebody's name.
Wait, so the thing that Paul maxed out, or is that still, you can't eat it, can you still eat it, or it got maxed out?
Oh yeah, it came out fine. It just, some of the caramel that was in the bottom of the pan leaked out. But it did come out fine. Because there was some still on there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now I think I got the eyebrows. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Now, the eyebrows are looking better, I think. Now I got them straighter and pointing down.
It's gonna look great when you're done, Diana.
Yeah, thank you. I hope so.
The sky looks like it's going to snow there.
Oh, in the window?
Yeah.
Looks like snow
yeah,
over by
we haven't
you.
gotten snow yet. We've gotten tons of rain over the past couple of weeks. We've gotten tons of rain, and all I can say is I'm glad it's not snow. I like snow. It's pretty, but it's hard to navigate it, and then all the cleanup. Well, I actually don't clean. I don't have to clean it up. I used to, like when I owned my own house. Not when I had an apartment, of course. But when I owned my own house, I had to deal with cleanup. Michael does that, but he has a snow blower.
Yeah, Sweeney wants to know what everyone's doing for Christmas.
Well, I'm making my shrimp Alfredo on Christmas Eve, so.
Let's see, I don't know. Just with my husband and his son, my stepson.
Yeah, I'm just doing Christmas.
Hopefully
It's
not
just me
with
and
his
it's just me and
I
Lisa.
think we'll have to do that again with his ex-wife. Oh yeah, go ahead, sorry.
No, it's just me and Lisa, and we're gonna do my Christmas fettuccine, which is, if you go watch the movie of the holiday, that's what inspired my Christmas fettuccine. That movie.
Ah, really?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
There's a scene in the movie where Kate Winslet is broken, and Jack Black is a friend of that she met in LA while she was there, and he came over to cheer her up, and he was telling her to, you know, come on. Her name was Simpkin in the movie. He says, Simpkin, come on with me, and we're gonna have some bubbly, and we're gonna have some Christmas fettuccine, and we're gonna celebrate life. And I was going through a tough time at that point. I was going through a divorce, so I kind of related with the movie a little bit. And then I needed to pull myself out of that funk, and I started searching for recipes, and I have perfected it to the point that I made a video of it on my channel. You can check that out. Called I think it's called Christmas Fettuccine on the title. And I make it with shrimp. But I make my homemade Alfredo sauce, everything.
I never. And then you eat it with bread and butter. That's what I found made.
Yeah, crusty bread.
Hip flippin' Mama's here. Hello, hip flippin' Mama.
Oh, hi, flippin' mom. Hi, flippin' mom, right? Hi, flippin' mom.
Hip flippin' Mama.
Hi, flippin' mom.
Gaswina said it's Will and his aunt, and she's still looking to figure out what they're going to eat.
Yeah, I'm doing the Christmas fettuccine, and then Christmas Day we're just chilling, you know, just try to no drama type day, just relax, right? And then New Year's Eve we celebrate, you know, whatever with whatever. But then on New Year's Day I always make prime rib. I go to the butcher shop and get a nice prime rib and make prime rib. And then I do asparagus. And because there's like not a soup. Is it? Yeah, it's kind of like a superstition, or some people, what they do is you celebrate the very first day of the year, and the way you celebrate that day is how the rest of the year is going to be. So if you eat prime rib, you know, something, you know, rich and expensive, you know, you're going to have a good year. And then also you need green in the meal, something green. It could be green beans. I just do asparagus, and green signifies money. So, you know, you eat the green, you're eating the meat. But I'm going to add something to it this year. Is I'm going to do lobster tails too.
Oh, nice.
So New Year's Day evening, Lisa and I will be having prime rib and lobster tail with asparagus.
I was wondering, on Thanksgiving Day, did you watch the Masons parade?
Did I make?
No.
No, we didn't watch the parade.
We don't even watch TV anymore.
No, we just we're on.
Either. I know we don't either, but except for the Soundscapes music channel, that's we just listen to that. But I was my idea. I'm like, oh, that would be nice to watch the Masons parade right now.
I did watch a YouTube video of like when they had the parades and those big balloons like would burst and fly, fall on the people and stuff. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah. I read the facts. I was reading the facts on the parade about what there was one balloon that flew away and caused and almost or did cause an airplane crash. And what's the biggest float they ever had? And when did the Macy's parade start? Like what year? It started like back in I think it started in the 20s or 30s.
Ellie Locke came in and James Money.
Hi, James Money. Hello. Hi, Allie.
I don't think James was here already.
Allie's trying to find her Christmas cards.
Ellie, just make them. I was going to work on some today.
Yeah, every year since I've moved here, this inspires me, like that one Christmas movie, A Christmas Carol, where, Scrooge get visited by the three spirits. And they're all like, traveling in time, and they're looking through a window at what was in the past and what's in the future and all that. So I always like to be the Christmas ghost. So I used to, when I was married and my kids I was raising, we would have all the Christmas lights and all that, and I would film stuff on the inside of the house, but then I also would film on the outside of the house with an 8mm camera back in the day. Huge ones, not like something that you have on your phone today. It was an 8mm tape that you inserted into the camera, and it was almost as big as your shoulder, but a little bit smaller. I used to always film on the outside and kind of peek in through the window as if I was the Christmas ghost. I'm telling you, my dad told me I'm a sentimental fool. He did say that to me one time in my life. He says, "You're a sentimental fool." Nice, huh?
Sweeney said, I have a big T-bone and maybe green beans wrapped in bacon. And she said before I was thinking of shrimp cocktail.
My husband grew up, when he was growing up, he grew up pretty much being a smart ass. So when he was in Catholic school, he would say smart aleck condoms to the nuns, and the nuns would always keep him after school. Like one time he said, what's all that, those cases of, that cheap kind of wine? Not, Miss Sister, and he would question them about the cases of Boonfield boxes of the Boonfield in the trash that were put out for the trash. He'd question them about that. And he would say other things that would get him in trouble, and then he'd come home and they'd say he would get smacked with a ruler over his head or something.
Yeah.
And then his parents would say, well, what did you do wrong? But I know he grew up being a smart ass.
Yeah, those nuns were bad news back in the day. They were brutal.
So, to get back to my story, since I like to be like the Christmas ghost, every Christmas Eve I stay up till midnight, and then I wrap. I already have pre-wrapped. I go to like Sam's Club and I get these loaves of not fruitcake, but I do the red velvet cakes, the vanilla flavored pound cakes, and the banana nut bread cakes. And I will buy those loaves, and then I wrap them in aluminum foil, and then Lisa wraps them with Christmas paper. And then Lisa has, some years we just did it cheaply with a Christmas card, a box of Christmas cards. But usually Lisa makes them by hand, and they're like an additional gift with the loaf. because it's a piece of her art. And I've been doing it now ever since I moved here when my house was built in 2006. And I've been doing it every year. So at midnight, I go with a Christmas card from all my neighbors that live in my cul-de-sac. And then there's one that's near the adjacent corner that I do too, because we're like a tight-knit group. So every Christmas Eve, I go to each house after midnight, and I sneakily, quietly go to the front door and hang the loaf along with a Christmas card from me and Lisa.
Oh, that's nice.
And then when they wake up in the morning and there, somebody goes out of the house, they see, oh, what's this on the door? And then they see it, and then they see that I gave them the loaves and stuff like that, and now they expect it.
Now what? She doesn't look like, she looks like a man kind of now, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yes. I made her look more fierce.
Yeah, she's more fierce, but now I don't know. The nose, maybe, Lisa, or the mouth, is making her.
She's not going to change the nose.
Oh, okay.
Because I would have to throw off the whole, because making the nose longer would mean lowering the eyes. You can't do that.
See, she is scowling though, because so when a woman scowls, they look like a man, because that's what we do all the time, right? I don't know.
What? Okay, maybe it's because it's too dark right here. Maybe I don't know how to.
Let's see can you, you can't do it, can you?
No, what, the other version?
The digital version. Can you put them side by side?
No, I can't. I have to show you like this.
That's fine. Oh, but you can't show her face too?
Yeah, it's okay. Hold on. Hold on. Ah.
Well, the digital version looks almost like a man too, a little bit, right?
Real? I didn't think so, but maybe it's because of her hair. Right? It's just like all the hair.
Yeah, and I think the shadowing. I don't know. I would leave it for now, and then when you do her hair and all that stuff, you can always go back to the face later, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because let's see the whole thing. Maybe when you're all done, then the
there you see she has a chest. So then what? Then you see how she has a chest.
Huh?
See, when you see the whole thing, you see she has a chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaswina said she thinks it'll change when her hair is there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Gaswina.
Okay, yeah.
Gaswina is right. Add the hair.
Add the hair and then see if, she'll look less of a man then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with the face too much now. It looks like you fixed the problem as far as her looking down, and she does look fierce now.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Thank you.
So you got that. So we got you with that. So, all right.
So at least I did that.
Like this out of keeping cards on Christmas. She gets cards to her neighbor.
Yeah, it's just a little something, when all our houses were brand new, so we were all new. All of us were new to the neighborhood. We were the neighborhood. So I wanted to do something special from the get-go. And we've all been here now except for one neighbor. There was for 16 years. One other neighbor is like 10. Because, you know, the house sold to somebody else, which is our neighbor now, for 10 or 12 years. But the rest of us, you know, we're going on in February, 17 years, going on to 18. So we just lost one neighbor this year. Her house sold, mine didn't. They're in Florida now. So we have some new neighbors, but we haven't had a chance to meet them yet. They're kind of quiet. They stay inside a lot. But I'm still going to do the same thing with them, surprise them. Welcome to the neighborhood type thing. It's something that I do every year. And I get thank yous, and one neighbor, you know, calls me instead of texts and says, "Thank you so much. I'm enjoying, you know, my pound cake with my coffee this morning. I always look forward to early Christmas morning. So thank you, and you know, Merry Christmas." Yeah, that's what it's about. We're a tight knit group in this cul-de-sac. Yeah.
Where'd Diana go?
I'm here.
Oh.
Gaswina says she looks like a real warrior.
Oh, good. Thank you, Gavina. Oh, and then Anthony says add the red hair. Yeah.
So I don't know. Did you tell me why you're in your studio on a Thursday?
I'm always, Monday was out of the norm. I'm always here on Wednesdays and Thursdays. It was because of the holiday week. It threw me off 2 weeks that I was here on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I couldn't come on Thanksgiving week. I could not come here on Wednesday and Thursday. So I came here on Monday. I came here on Monday and just Monday.
Okay.
Thanksgiving week I could only come on Monday, and then the following week I didn't want to have to go 10 days until the following Wednesday. So after Thanksgiving again, I came here on a Monday and a Wednesday. But now I'm back to Wednesday and Thursday again. But next Wednesday is my birthday, so I think I won't come here on Wednesday, and instead I'll come here again on Monday and Monday and Thursday next week.
Okay.
I might come here on my birthday, but usually we go out. We go out on my birthday, so I thought, no, I'll come here next Monday and Thursday.
Yeah, you and Lisa are almost pretty close in birthdays.
Yeah, when's her birthday? The 17th?
No, 19th.
Oh.
Sagittarius.
Yeah, so Anthony's saying this is strange that she's having issues with her headshot. I completed a portrait headshot tutorial last night.
Did you?
Yeah, because of the angle of the head. That's why. That's one reason. The angle of the head, and because I had two reference pictures, and by using different colors, I got this one reference picture that I really liked, that I started this morning on, and then realized, that's not going to work. And then I went back and looked at my original reference picture, and I'm like, oh, now I see what I'm gonna. Here's the reference picture I was just working on from this morning, thinking it was a warrior type looking face too, but it wasn't how I had drawn it in. This warrior face. I thought this was a good warrior face, and I originally started off this morning with this warrior face.
Oh, okay.
See, now she looked more wide-eyed, and it's a different expression. And then because I liked all the way the paint is applied. Like it's not just flesh tone. I really liked all those colors in the skin. But it's a different expression, and I'm going by this one. And then as I'm working, I'm like, oh no, she's not looking fierce, even though she looks fierce in this. I think she looks fierce in this one. But it was not
that's because you've got other things around her face that making her look that way.
Real? No, not just her face. It wasn't just her face. Oh,
so like we said, once you get all the hair done, you're probably going to be okay. And did you watch Grayscale's stream last night about?
No.
Oh, because he's giving you crap in the chat. It looks like.
I know. Why are you giving me crap in the chat?
Because he says this is strange This is strange that she's having issues with her headshot. I completed a portrait headshot tutorial last night.
That's not even his forte. Portraits aren't even his forte. So I don't know. I'm telling you the reason why. It's because I just explained the whole reason why. I made the mistake working from two different reference pictures.
Well, that's why I thought maybe you saw his stream, because he's giving you a bunch of crap. Grayscale, you need to start behaving now, young man. But I get what you're trying to do, because I tried it earlier because she was struggling with fierceness, that I was going to try to do something to get her irritated and fierce. So when
that's the thing. I do portraits, and I don't try to make any kind of facial expression. I just try to make them have magnetic eyes or something. I try to do that. And then for me to try to make a fierce face, I don't think I've ever tried to make except on my digital version, I have never tried to make a fierce face.
He's saying no.
Here, this is the reason why. Because I followed two different reference pictures. I made that mistake.
Oh, he's saying no, it wasn't crap. It's just a coincidence. I guess he was just thinking out loud. It looked like he was giving you a bunch of crap. I think what he did, I bet you he was. He's just backing out.
Yeah, I bet you was.
He's chicken. He's chicken.
He's just saying it's weird that it's happening because he was just working on stuff like that.
Yeah, basically what he was saying is that it's weird that you're having this problem, and he just did a stream last night about it. So it's a coincidence. It's weird.
Well, so it's maybe also strange because Grayscale will admit himself that portraits are not his forte. So for him to complete it in one tutorial in 1 hour, was it 1 or 2 hours? That is out of the ordinary. I've actually never even seen him do a portrait tutorial. He himself will say his forte are the florals and the landscapes. Because I asked him before, I said, how about portraits? Because I don't do portraits that often. Or I don't know if he said it's not his forte or whatever.
Maybe he did it in an hour, or maybe it was a portrait of a smiley face.
No, I think I saw it on Facebook. If that's the one, it's actually some kind of I don't know if it's some kind of a warrior type print, a profile of a warrior type character.
He said he says he wouldn't tease you. He knows that you are having a time with that. You know, that tutorial took 2 days for him to do, I guess.
2 days.
Faces are like the hardest thing ever, right, Lisa? I mean, they're...
Yeah,
for some people, it depends. Like some...
Lisa says hands are also
Oh
hard.
God, hands. Yeah, I think hands are harder than babies. Uh-oh, low battery on my phone.
Uh-oh.
Not on the iPad. I had the iPad plugged in, but okay, I got my charger. I'm glad it gives me a little warning sign. It gives me a little pop-up.
You're live streaming on the phone?
No, I'm following the chat on the phone. I follow the chat on the phone. I'm live streaming from my iPad.
Oh, that's the iPad. So you can put it in an iPad and a tripod like that?
It's not a tripod. I just have it leaning against the wall, but it has a stand. The case
aren't
actually
you
has
clever?
a stand. The case actually has a stand, but I'm leaning it against the wall, or I could have it on a stand. I also do it on a stand.
Okay, okay.
It has a little pull-out stand on the
Okay.
case.
Oh, nice. That's the thing that you use when you live stream on your computer and you use the iPad to follow the chat?
Yes.
Yeah, and you got that special hand.
Yeah, it has a hand, and under the hand strap is a pull-out stand.
Oh, okay.
The stand.
Nice.
Baswina said, lovely friends of mine, I put on my PJs and I'm looking at the Christmas movie. Hope to see you soon.
Which Christmas movie? Before you go, Gaswino, which Christmas movie are you watching?
And Anthony said, portraits are not high on his list to paint. He can do them, he's just not asked to do them very often. And he already sold his prints no more.
Okay. Sold that right away, and you're not even an expert at it. That's crazy. Maybe more talented than you think, Grayscale.
Whoops. Hold on, I might have to go to the breaker box.
Okay.
He said, I'm surprised myself.
What's that noise? You hear it?
Yeah, it's probably me. I'm fooling around. I'm trying to rearrange the cord.
She said, on the 12th day of Christmas and a wedding for Christmas.
Oh, okay. Well, enjoy.
Bye, Godwina.
Bye. Can't stop yawning.
Oh, I know. Let's see.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock over there. Thursday's almost gone over in the Netherlands, 8 p.m. there.
Whoa.
I find it fascinating how we can just talk to people like this across the other side of the world, you know?
Yeah.
Whoever it is, man, they need a muffler. That was loud.
Well, another thing Anthony might find strange is that I have to ask people for advice, where Grayscale just does a tutorial. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. Do you ever hear him say, guys, does this look okay? What do you suggest? See, he never says that. And look at me. Well,
He never says that. You say?
Well, that's a tutorial. I mean, basically, if he's doing a tutorial, I guess he's teaching. But yeah, I've never heard him on any live. And whenever he does a live stream, it's always a tutorial. It's not just like hang out in my studio and oh, I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Can you help me? Does this look right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying. If I was doing a tutorial, I wouldn't say, "Oh, Jake, does this look right?" If I was doing a tutorial, but still, I get the feeling he may never even ask that. Maybe he does things really like easily without feedback from other people. Is that right there?
Yeah, Goswina says I was right about the time. Yep, absolutely. Enjoy. Nothing like getting into some pajamas and just chilling, watching a movie or whatever. Have some popcorn, maybe.
But so Paul, what about you watching a movie? What do? You just listen? That's why I watch movies and stuff on my iPad.
No, yeah, I watch it on my phone.
I mean, what do you mean? If you guys watch a movie together, then what?
Well, it's kind of hard. Well, we can try to do it on both our devices, but normally at that point I would cast it to the TV, and
right.
I could see a little bit of the
problem
TV.
with the TV. The TV's too far for me.
No, well, even though I got a big TV, it doesn't matter. It's better for me to watch it on my phone because I can have it right up in my face.
Yes, exactly.
The area that I can see, because I have no peripheral vision, that little window that I can see through like a porthole is, when I hold it this far from my face, it fits perfectly and it almost looks like I'm in a movie theater. So I enjoy watching more stuff on my phone. Plus the phone, I think, is higher quality than the TV.
Anthony said, "Where's Alec? He can sing us the 12 shower messages of Christmas."
No,
What?
I don't know what he meant by that.
Anthony said, "On occasion I will ask for input. I did last night on iPlace."
On occasion, he will ask for input, Diana.
Oh, okay. On occasion.
But like he did it last night on his eye placement.
Oh, I see.
The Oculus. Oculus.
I'll have to look that up, Grayscale, to see what it is. But I mean, I'm pretty good with my phone. I do everything on it. I do my banking, everything.
Oh God! That's hard for me to do stuff on my phone and you have to press the keys. If you can't do talk to text about pressing the keys, those keys are so small. That's why I prefer doing as much as possible on my iPad.
Yeah, well, I got it. You can manipulate the phone and make the text bigger. The only problem is some programs, if it's blown up a lot and it's not VIP friendly site, it's going to look layered. There's layers on top of layers and you can't read some of the stuff. So when it gets like that, then I have to kind of reduce the font size so I don't get that layering. But most of the time it's just, it'll be a shorter message, right? Like YouTube, for example, when I look at the title, I don't see the whole title. I only see part of it because it's so big. But yeah, and then if I invert the phone the other way, it kind of adds to it a little bit more. But it's just enough, so I can function that way. And then there's also a mode in the phone in Android. I forget what it's called. Where it makes all the icons stand out. They're outlined.
Oh, like high contrast?
Yeah, but there's a name for it. In the phone. There's a mode for it. And then I also put my phone in night mode when I'm searching on the internet.
And that helps?
Yeah. So when I'm doing bill paying, everything is white on black.
Oh my God, you do the bills?
I do all the bills.
With my vision, it's hard enough. I just pay my 2 credit card bills, and Michael does the bills.
Yeah.
Neil's here.
And then when you're also, even though my text is bigger, let's say I'm on a bank site doing my banking, I can pinch and zoom the document. So
I can't imagine doing that all on my phone with my vision.
That's easy.
You must have gotten really used to it. You gotten used to it.
Yeah. Well, it'll be 6 years in February. So yeah.
Blind Neil said dark mode is an eye saver.
Yep. Hi, Blind Neil. Welcome.
I don't like dark mode. Most of my stuff I keep it in the white background. I don't like dark mode. It depends on each person's vision.
The thing he's talking about is like a VR headset.
Oh, virtual reality.
Like you put it on your head like goggles kind of.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
That might be interesting.
That would be cool.
The problem is I don't know if it's going to be like 3D stuff where you need 2 eyes for it to work, because I can't see nothing with the 1 eye. So like when they do things to make things 3D, like one is blurry, one's clear. I don't know how they do it to make it look 3-dimensional. I don't know when I wear this device that it works for people that have only sight out of 1 eye. If it's like a projector and it's the same on both sides, then sure, probably it'll work for me. And it would be nice instead of me holding the phone all the time. But, I'm chilling back on the edge of the couch and I've got my elbow resting on my side and it's okay. But most of those devices, they're expensive.
Blind Neil says he has all of his Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on dark mode.
Yeah. Blind Neil's in the chat, Diana.
Yeah, I know. Hello again. I said hello again, Blind Neil.
Oh, I didn't hear you. It's. I don't know about you, but for me, when you're far away like that, I can barely make you out. Your volume is low.
Oh, okay. I thought I talk loud.
You do now, you know that, but there's occasionally when you start talking fast, and then I don't know if you. I think you're facing away. You almost
facing away, right?
You start sounding muffled, and then the music drowns you out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't hear you say hi to him. I just wanted to make sure.
He's got the hair going.
Neil, I hope you're doing okay. I understand that you're struggling a little bit because your vision has gotten a little bit worse. I'm praying for you.
Yeah, prayers.
I think he's struggling more with details now. It's progressing. I think Neil is in Ontario, somewhere in Ontario, Canada, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm wondering, have you got any snow yet up there? I don't know how, because Ontario goes way the heck north too. So I don't know where exactly in Ontario you're at, but there were areas there, a week ago, Buffalo got 77 inches. No, 84 inches, I think, of snow. So, and then, it got into Ontario a little bit there. I don't know if you got hit by that or not, Neil, but I hope you're okay.
He says, I'm down to more or less color and light. He uses Windows magnifier with TTS.
Okay.
Anthony said, even from distance, the painting is looking good. The face has changed.
Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. The face is changing, Grayscale says it's looking good.
I was just getting all frustrated because I was thinking, oh my god, I added the hair, but the hair is not done, but I added color for the hair. And I'm like, oh god, their face looks like it's still a man.
I just want you to do the body because to me it looks like she has two big floppy boobies. But the body's not done yet.
I know, I wanted to concentrate on the face.
Don't forget to share this out, everyone. We got 8 people in the chat.
I'd share, but I don't have any friends, so. Man, look at that hair. I like the way it's flying.
Yeah, Lisa likes the way it's flying.
Thank you. In my digital version, I have texture in it. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that would be a whole. I have texture in there, but maybe I don't need texture in it. The texture in my digital version is so nice, it's so cool. You probably can see it even in your video.
Oh, Neil said I
Hair
made
form, the design element that I felt like really works in the hair form.
He said, I'm in Northern Ontario, Canada. It's basically at the top of Michigan's mitten. The big storm that hit Buffalo missed them.
Okay.
So that's good.
Okay. You're by the mitten, so you're you're near the border there of Detroit and Sarnia. I got family out in London, and I got family out in Chatham. Family on my dad's side. Bunch of Polacks living up there. Big family out there in Canada.
And they have London, Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute! But you also had family in the UK, right?
I have family. What?
You also have family in the UK.
Yeah. On my mom's side. My mom was British. My father was Polish. They both met after World War II.
Where did they meet?
Dad was in England at the time at the end of the war. And Churchill offered all the Poles a home in England because everyone was, an alliance. So instead of my dad going back to Poland, which technically now is Ukraine, he didn't go back. He wanted to make a better life. Because he grew up in a town called Lopatin, which is now in Ukraine. But at the time when he was living there, it was Poland.
So English was not his first language?
No, my dad? No, my Polish. My father knew 7 languages.
So did my dad.
Yeah,
so he grew up he was born in Lithuania, so he knew Lithuanian. Then he became a Jesuit priest and learned Italian, Spanish, and French. Those were his least strong languages. Then he came to the United States and learned English. That was a strong language for him. And he knew Latin. He would tell you the Latin derivation of every word he'd say. And then he could read. And then up until he got his stroke, he was reading his favorite philosophers in German.
Okay.
Okay, so Neil said he's 3 hours from Sault Ste. Marie.
South, right? South of Sault Ste. Marie or north?
You'd have to be north.
Oh, way north.
Canada.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, we went to Sault Ste. Marie for a visit, just to check it out, the docks and all that. It was a lot of fun. And then we did one of those tourist train rides where we kind of went northwest from Sault Ste. Marie on this train, where we saw waterfalls and all that stuff. It was like a 45-minute train ride. So wow, you're up way up north, further than that. That's awesome. I bet you it's gorgeous.
Ellie said, I just remembered to give the thumbs up. I'm listening to the stream on my TV, but I have to go on my PC to chat, and my battery is getting low.
Who's that?
Ellie.
Oh, okay, Allie. Thank you. Thank you for watching. However you can watch. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up.
The Great White North.
Yeah, remember when we kept driving farther and farther trying to see a moose? We were way up.
Yeah, we went. I don't know. We didn't go too far because it was starting to get dark, and we were, scared to death because when you're on the highway in Canada, there are no lights, and we're in another country, and we don't know where the heck we're at, and there's moose crossings everywhere. I'm like, man, that's all we need to do has hit a moose. So we went a little ways, but not too far because we had to get back before it got too dark. And then not to mention our phones don't work in Canada. So we had no GPS. Like we're like we forgot how to read a map, you know, because, you know, we should still be able to read a map, but today's technology has spoiled us so much that we didn't have a map. You think we should have had one, but we didn't. Because we're like, oh, we got the phones, but no. No.
But no. You said it's beautiful up here. A little town in the woods, Elliott Lake, former uranium capital of the world.
Oh, wow. Elliott Lake. What'd you guys do? Run out of uranium or something? Uh-oh. The chat timed out. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I agree, Grayscale. So Neil ain't too far from where Santa lives. Neil's gonna let us know
where Santa lives.
Yeah, Neil's gonna let us know when, you know, Santa leaves.
Oh, okay.
He'll be the first one to know because he's way the heck up there.
Here's the I'm playing a happy dance.
Oh.
That's the journey.
Okay, welcome back, you guys.
Wow, I did a very interesting Google question. I wanted to know because Neil was saying he was 3-hour drive from Sault Ste. Marie.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's getting up there. And I'm joking about the North Pole. And he says it's still another couple thousand miles to the North Pole. And I'm thinking, really? So I wanted to know how many miles is from north to south. How many miles is Canada from north to south? And it says that the longest distance from east to west is 5,500. Cape Spear, Newfoundland, and Labrador to the Yukon and Alaska boundary. The longest distance from north to south is 4,600 kilometers. From Cape Columbia. Cape, well, I'm going to figure that out in a minute. 4634 kilometers from Cape Columbia, Eleanor's Island. Oh my gosh. Nunsvut, Nunsvut, to the middle island of Lake Erie, Ontario. So 4,600 kilometers is how many miles, Lisa?
$2,858.
2,858. So yeah, he's right. That's a lot.
Long way, yeah.
I never thought that Canada north or south. Wow.
So how many miles?
Almost 3,000.
Almost 3,000.
It's like the United. Well, it's about as wide as the United States. It is as wide.
Yeah, because U.S. is 3,000, right? Yeah. So as wide as so take the United States and then turn it sideways and put it right at the Canada border there. By, Lake Ontario and go, oh man, that's a long way. Woo! See, we learn something new every day, right? We're like NPR News. I don't know, does anybody else in the country get NPR? Or is it just a Chicago thing?
No, but there's different kinds of NPR. Like there's NPR that's national, and then there's national.
Oh, okay.
That's NPR.
So people have heard of it.
Shows.
Yeah. Okay,
I don't
so
listen to NPR anymore because I used to always listen to it on my car radio. Like when I was driving, I'd listen to NPR a lot. I stopped listening to NPR a long time ago.
Yeah, and their slogan is NPR, where you learn something new every day.
I haven't listened to NPR in a while.
I haven't either. I used to listen to it all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Terry Gross show. I would listen to it. It would be on in the Philadelphia area. She's a Philadelphia-based show, but I know I think she's national. 7 p.m. every night. You ever heard of the Terry Gross show?
No.
No.
She interviewed all kinds of people, and then, oh God! And one time, all kinds of people, and one time she interviewed that guy who's the head singer, Gene Simmons, and it was unbelievable how rude he was. And this was live. And it was like,
he's an egotistical ass.
Oh, he was so rude.
He's just got the ego the size of Texas.
Neil said, well, I'm learning new ways to do old things. Does that count? Yes, that counts.
Yep, that counts, man.
And that's using your creativity to try to learn new ways to do things. That's actually a form of, you're using a form of creativity. Everybody thinks creativity is just related to the arts. It's not.
Neil is a warrior, people. If you go to his channel, he talks about it. Yeah, I think he's a warrior because he's been on his own ever since he was 17 years old with his blindness.
Oh, wow.
He was on his own.
Anthony said, I listen to it when I'm in the truck. I know who Terry Gross is, and he listens to As It Happens.
Uh-huh.
I remember listening to All Things Considered.
Oh, that too, yeah. That was probably very popular show.
I'm trying to get Neil to come on panel, but he's kind of shy. I bet you he could share a lot of stories, like a lot of survival stories, a lot of tricks, probably some interesting tales. You want to meet somebody tough with a heart, you need to meet Blind Neil.
Oh. And he says his kid helps out as best they can.
You're lucky.
Yeah, my kids are MIA, Neil. They're both of them are millennials, and they all like are living their own thing and forget about dad.
And then you're not in touch with your grandchildren either?
No, you know, one of my kids lives 7 miles or just 3 miles away. The other one's in Wisconsin. The real trouble one, the younger one. Both my kids are narcissists. They turned out to be that way, I think. Especially with my blindness, my oldest, he don't check up on me.
That's the one that lives closest to your.
Yeah.
3 miles away.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of health. He has a lot of health problems.
No, the younger one does.
Oh.
He's got a slow heart, so his blood clots all the time, and so now he has to be on these meds to keep him, his blood thin. He's had quite a few strokes at a very young age, and they figured out what the problem is, and now he's got a monitor and he's on the meds, and he's learned to walk again, and
Oh, wow.
all that. But he's also, before all this happened, his mind, the way he thinks, he doesn't take ownership of anything. It's always somebody's fault, that kind of thing. Yeah. And then my older one is similar to that, not as bad, but I think his wife is more controlling in the relationship, and it's all about, how, you have a daughter and you have a son. There's a saying. I forget what that saying is, Lisa. Do you remember?
A son's a son till he takes a wife. A daughter's a daughter for the rest of your life.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Something like that.
It's kind of like that. Plus, when I went blind, he had a hard time with it. And I don't think he came.
He didn't come.
He finally came to the house. I kind of literally ordered him to be at some of my surgeries, but for him to come to the house, and it took like 8-9 months, and then he said, to be honest with you, it's hard for me to see you like this. So
it was all about him.
So it was all about him, and there you go, right? So I try to make appointments with seeing my grandkids with him and his wife, but there's always some excuse, and it never happens, right? For example, I finally told them, hey, my house is on the market. I'm going to hopefully move to Oregon. They were happy about it. They came over. I was getting rid of shit. So they came over right away, took what they wanted. And then I was talking to his wife and said, we need to get together soon because the house is going on the market in a week or two. And we probably only got a couple months if the house sells. So we need to plan. Oh, well, I got this for this and this for that. When the kids get out of school, if you're still around, we can, schedule something definitely. But if it's not and the house sells sooner, then we'll get together sooner. Well, nothing. She didn't contact me, nothing like that. I always got to do it, and it gets to the point that I don't want to keep doing that because it hurts. It hurts too much.
Yeah.
So they need to come to me. My parents were 2,000 miles away and retired in England, and I call them all the time on their birthdays, every holiday. I called them so much that they would say, "What are you doing? Don't keep calling. It's expensive." I go, "No, Mom, Dad, this is before they passed on." I said, it doesn't cost much anymore because you can do it on the internet and, the cell phone packages, you can get a good deal. It's not like back in the 70s where it was $1.75 a minute or whatever, or $2 a minute.
Yeah.
So, but they always said, "Oh, save your pennies, and we know that you love us, and thank you." But I still did it. I forced myself on there. Always, talking with them and communicating. And then I, visited them at least 10 to 15 times during the time that they were there before they passed, from 86 all the way to 2006, 20 years, right? That'd be 20 years. I think I saw them somewhere between 10 and 15. And for me, nothing. So that's what Lisa meant by "you're lucky, Neil."
Yeah, you're lucky. Neil said, when Nick said that to you, "Oh, it was too hard for me to see you." You should have turned it around and said, "Not as hard as it is to see you right there."
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That would have been perfect.
Yeah. And then my youngest, obviously, I have a granddaughter with him, but that daughter is with her grandmother, because
in the city
on the south side. So I don't get to see her as much, but the grandma, she's fine with it. But there's drama and issues, family stuff between the baby's mama and Matthew that's just ridiculous. And both of them are, Matthew is a narcissist and, only calls when he wants something. And that's why I don't hear from him anymore, because he knows he can't get it out of his old man anymore. He would take advantage of me and everyone else. My ex, his own grandmother, she's passed. He took advantage of her. Everything. It's just, toxic. So I gotta be careful.
Yeah. I hear a lot of people with strange family dynamics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird.
A lot of it happens. A lot of it gets triggered. It happened in my family, and it happened with my husband's family. It gets triggered after the parents pass away, and you have to deal with the inheritance.
Oh God, don't even.
The house and the inheritance.
Yeah,
we know all about that.
Yeah. I have a brother and sister, and we don't talk. It went bad.
You say for my husband, because his brother tried stealing some of the money, so
yeah.
He'd always had problems with him his whole life, but we'd always still see him on holidays and stuff. But after that, he said he's just done with his brother. He's just done.
Yeah, that's
sad.
It's the same thing Paul did. He said, "That's it, I'm done."
Well, Lisa helped me a lot.
And
Because
then
she kind of educated me about toxic people, you know, and you know, there's this term sometimes people use where they call someone a psychic vampire. They just suck energy right out of you. There's some truth to that, because I mean, you know, have you ever gone into a room of people and then you're enjoying yourself, and then all of a sudden that one person comes into the room and the energy in that room completely changes? So that, you know, we're all energy.
I see that mostly with, I saw that a lot with teaching. Like, okay, in a classroom, the dynamics, like one disruptive kid can ruin it for everyone.
Yeah. So, you know, you got to identify it. And then, you know, it's hard. I mean, they're my kids. So now I realize that they're, you know, just humans like me, and they need to respect me, and they need to not be toxic, because it's not good for me and my health.
Yeah. Like Neil said, as visually impaired people, we need to be loud smartasses just to be noticed these days. And Isis said, "Oh wow, the painting has come a long way."
Thank you, Isis.
Since earlier. Allie said, "Sometimes tough love is necessary to help people we love, but it's always sad when the little ones are caught in the drama."
Oh, that's true.
And then Isis said, "Energy vampire." Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony said, "Funerals bring out the worst in family members, and energy vampires are real."
Yep.
Fly Neil said, "I was an only kid and adopted. Once my mom passed, I had to find my own way. I had only been diagnosed with RP a year and a bit earlier." Ellie said, "You can be an empath. I'm one, and when around toxic people, it leaves you emotionally drained, literally emotionally drained."
Yeah.
And then I said, "It's the same, you know, being around people like that. It's not good for you."
And you know what? We're not alone, because, you know, like Lisa, her daughter just is MIA also. And Lisa doesn't know what the hell she did wrong. And the things that Lisa told me that she did for her, because Lisa raised her on her own. And then, you know, lived with her mom for a short period. And they both kind of raised her. But mainly it was Lisa. And for her to treat her that way it's devastating. It just hurts. So, you know, Lisa and I, we just support each other, because we are the only ones that, you know, that we got left. You know, I mean, she has her brother.
Yeah, thank God I've got my brother.
You know, and her mom is, you know, has Alzheimer's, so you know what's going to happen with that. And then you know, I really have nobody now. Right, my mom and dad are passed on, and I refuse to talk to my brother and sister.
Me neither. I have some distant cousins.
I can't go back to being normal brothers and sisters after what happened.
After what they did.
What about
what
cousins?
they did.
Cousins?
You know, a lot of it's just greed. And you know, as far as my brother, I don't have a brother. I have a business. My brother wasn't a brother. He was a businessman. Let's put it that way. He helped me financially through my divorce. It made it look like he's an angel brother, but then charged me interest at the end, where I thought that was really not going to happen, you know. So that... And the reason why he acted that way was because my sister started taking advantage of the situation, because my dad slightly changed the will because he had money both in the U.S. and England, and the way he had it worded.
She was able to steal 75,000 pounds.
Yeah, 75,000 pounds without splitting it 3 ways.
Yeah.
And that pissed my brother off, and then he charged me interest. on the money that he loaned me to settle the divorce so I could keep this house. So that's it. It's money. It's money.
Yep.
Money, greed,
Greed.
and it's just like, I can't believe that you're charging me $28,000 in interest, because it took a while when that money was loaned to me before Dad died. Basically, he was gonna take that money out of the inheritance before we split it 3 ways. But he didn't like that, because he was put his arm around me and he would say, well, what happens if we both die at the same time? Or what happens if we both die before Dad dies, that kind of thing. He said our kids will be fighting each other, right? So he wanted something down written in case we both died. And then he used that as charging me interest, because we had to do something, to avoid paying a shit ton of taxes. We made it look like a mortgage. And then when Dad died, and because he didn't get his money, now he wants to charge me the interest. So that's where we're at.
I said my daughter's father is an energy vampire, so I had to leave because he was hurting my daughter. And now I have a loving man in my life, and that's often what money does to people. And then she said that's the best way to do it. Loopholes are amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I was basically, I'm the middle child. My sister's the youngest, and my brother was the oldest. So him being older, he was always an executor to my dad's money, because when my parents retired in England, he had money here in the States, and my brother was the executor of that. Monitoring it, paying the taxes, all that stuff. Filing the taxes, all that crap. But so there's that, and then I won't go into detail, but I have issues with my brother early on in my childhood that I kind of erased in the back of my mind. But I think subconsciously I was doing that because of the fact that if I mentioned anything, it would affect the money maybe, and I was kind of worried about that. But in a nutshell, he should be in jail. He should be in jail for what he did to me. So I can't, now that I've been screwed by the money all this time, I can't forgive him for the other thing either. Especially the other thing, now that everything is said and done and the dust has settled. So it's just better for me to love life, appreciate life, and not cause drama or not be part of the drama. So I just focus on myself and Lisa and the people around me that are not toxic, and I try to wake up every day, being appreciative of everything I have. And a lot of that has to do with my parents. Without them, I wouldn't have all this. And, then I'm going blind at the same time all this crap was happening too. So, been through a lot, and now things are just starting to get normal a little bit now. Where I'm, happy where I'm at. I'm on Social Security disability. I paid into the system for many years. I went blind at 53. So I worked a lot of hours, put in a lot. And so I'm sitting comfortable with my disability. I'm on the high end of it. Thank God. And I had a great employer at the time when I went blind who helped me with that transition. And I need to be grateful. So that's why I created my channel. I just had my channel. It was just my name and my year of birth forwards and backwards. And I used it just like Facebook and put some videos up here and there just like Facebook. But when I went blind, I wanted to create a channel. So I already had one. I just renamed it. And I came up with Paul's Blind Soup for the Soul. And it's geared on empathy because us disabled people, we don't want sympathy. We want empathy. Somebody that went through it. That's why, Neil, I invite you, man. I don't know, take a shot of vodka or something, a couple shots of vodka, get some hair on that chest and come up on panel and tell me, your life stories. I would love to hear them, and I'm sure a lot of the people in the VIP community would love to hear.
Yeah, we'd love to hear. We'd love you to come up on panel, Neil.
Ellie said, I understand forgiveness is something you should do for you, but maintain your distance from them.
Yeah.
I'm a child abuse survivor. I forgave but kept my distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's rough.
Yeah, what you typed there, Lisa, is kind of like that. But he also then put his arm around my shoulder and said, what happens if both of us die at the same time? We need to have it documented.
In writing, yeah.
So we put it in writing, and then we're thinking, I had my lawyer do it. We were thinking about how to do this without, gift tax or whatever, and so we made it like a mortgage. So be as it may, at that time I'm going through a divorce and I want to keep the house. I don't want to go somewhere new. I just want something, this is hard enough. 21 years of marriage gone. And now I have to, I can't go to a new place. I need to be somewhere familiar and just start my new life in a safe place that I know. And it's, even if it was agreed that he was to pay me interest, who charges 28% or $28,000? It added up, and I said to my brother, I can't believe that you're charging all this money to me. I said, I shouldn't have to do this because we're brothers, and all this brotherly love crap that you taught into the family for years at dinner parties. Big show off. I can't believe you're charging me all this interest. I should not have to do this because we're brothers, but I'll give you $5,000. And he said, he thought for a second and said, no, can't do it. Just like that, like I was some client. So I think he reduced it to he took $5,000 off the $28,000 or whatever. So I still had to pay it. So otherwise he was gonna foreclose on the house because we had that set up because he wanted it documented, right? And now he's gonna throw it in my face and say, I'll just foreclose on the house then. And I'll get it then. Nice brother, right?
Yeah.
So he reduced it a little bit, and I said, fine, and I took my wounds. And then when we signed the document and the money was paid, I said, you can go now, Ray.
You're dismissed.
You're dismissed, I said.
We were at the lawyer's office.
Yeah. At the lawyer's office, finishing it up.
He was really controlling. He was always controlling. He'd call and order, I'm having a birthday party and I expect you and the boys to be there.
Yeah.
It was kind of like he
It wasn't a request. You are expected to be there.
It was like he thought he was an Italian dom or something. That's how he acted the whole time. So when we were going to go to the meeting to sign the papers, I told Paul, try not to get emotional. Just think of it as a business transaction because that's what it is. Don't think of him as your brother.
And he tried to suck me.
Yep, he tried to suck
He wanted
me
to keep, when the lawyer went to do something and we were alone in the room, he wanted to start like chit-chatting and suck me in. I want to talk with you after this. And I'm like, I'm here for this business transaction. That is it. And then there were a lot of uncomfortable silences. And then finally, when everything was finalized, I said, you are dismissed now.
Did you say that?
Yeah, and he says, I want to meet with you outside. I have something of Dad's, and that I want to give you. He's sucking me out there, and I said, no, it's okay. I got everything I need. I guess I don't need to. You're dismissed. You can go now. And he said, he stood up and said, this is bullshit, and walked out, and we haven't talked since.
He stood up, and then the lawyer said, come on, you can go. The lawyer prompted him.
Yeah, and the lawyer
leave,
which
made it even worse because that's like telling a mafia guy to get out. It was
yeah. Well, my lawyer's looking out for me. He's like, he don't want no uncomfortableness. So and it's his office. So he doesn't want any bullshit starting. So, and you know what? I feel 100% better doing it. I feel free.
Yeah.
I really do. I really feel free because, when I look in the past, everything and the way everything went down, it was all fake. All of it. I thought we were the shit. I thought we were we are it. We're the, blood is thicker than water. No, it's not, people. It is not. Blood is not thicker than water. Diana would never do something like that to me.
What? Oh.
I said, Diana, you would never do something like that to me that my brother did.
Yeah.
And you're not family blood. So family blood is not thicker than water, is like a lot of people think. You gotta give everyone the benefit of the doubt, and if they're a good person, then the blood is thicker. If they're not a good person, I don't care if they're related to you or not. If they're not a good person, they're not good for you and they're toxic. And that's the hardest thing to do. And I went through all that. And now I'm in a good place.
Yeah, Anthony said, love them from afar. Trauma is too much. Well, he said, I understand. My sister got our mom's money when our mom died. My brother and I agreed to it, but she was supposed to buy the tombstone. And she said, someone shouldn't do that, what your brother did. Anthony said, it's incredible, horrible.
Yeah.
And so unfortunate.
It is, but you know what? It's okay for me to talk about it because it's educational, right?
Ryan Neal said, family is who you choose, not who is connected by blood.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been trying to tell him that for 14 years, Neil.
Yeah,
ISIS.
It was hard.
Yeah, it sounds like he has a lot of unresolved issues and needs help. And no, it isn't. I've been known to block family phone numbers when all they do is create drama.
Yeah. And then, you know, you always get the cliche sayings like, oh, we always hurt the ones that we love. That's just a cop-out. That's cop-out. That's cop-out crap. It really is. It's like that's the excuse, just a nice cliche, and we should just forgive. No, I don't think so. I mean, you can't forgive something that keeps happening over and over and over. Eventually, you have to let go and live. And that's in any situation.
Yeah.
Definitely a life lesson to learn how to love. You need to learn how to love.
Exactly.
Well, the most important thing is to love yourself.
Well, that too.
And then
but if you can't love yourself, you can't love others.
Yeah, and then you won't take the bullshit from the other people.
Yeah, if you don't have self-esteem, maybe I had some self-esteem issues. I don't know. You know, my brother was more like my dad because we were 8 years, almost 7.5 years apart in age. So he was my babysitter, this and that, and we did a lot of cool things together and all that. But he was very like thrown into the watch over your brother role, right? And he took it to the level like, geez, like he was a dictator.
Yeah.
And then I would have certain doubts about my decisions. The first thing I would do, I'd call my brother and get his advice. And that energy just kept sucking and sucking and sucking. To the point that my ex-wife, she said to me one time, and I just didn't listen. She said, it really annoys me that you call your brother all the time about this. You could talk to me about it, and we can figure it out together. Why do you got to call your brother all the time? I didn't listen. That's probably one reason why probably we ended up in a divorce. I don't know. It's not all my fault. So all my friends and neighbors that knew my marriage and I was devastated, they told me, Paul, you trust me, you are way better off right now. You don't know yet, but you are in a better place with, you know, her being gone. Because in a way she was kind of toxic in a way. And, you know, things happen for a reason, I guess. So obviously when you look at life later on, all those little pieces start making a picture in the puzzle, right? So now, you know, fast forward, I've been now divorced 13 years. So 13 years and then going blind and the parents die and all that stuff. And now, you know, I've been blind now for almost 6 years. So put 6 years onto that, all that experience. And here we are today. So I think I'm stronger and better for it. And I'm more at peace with myself. So I've learned to love myself and to just appreciate things.
Let's see. Ellie said I've been known to block family phone numbers when all they do is create drama. Anthony said it's difficult to hear and all that, but this is needed to be heard. It can save lives.
Yeah.
Ryan Neal said, I don't forgive, I don't forget. I will tolerate when I need to.
Yeah.
And Isis said,
To the point that it doesn't make you sick, and you got to really, you're riding a slippery slope.
Isis said, in the Native American community, family is your tribe.
Yeah.
And your tribe are those who you choose, who is like you. Oh, Pink Rosette's here.
Yeah, Pink is here.
Hi, everyone. Happy birthday, or happy holidays, duh. Hope everyone is well. Stop by to leave a like. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we got to get a close up and see how it looks.
Yeah, we need to. This whole stream turned into this. Well, I've spilled out a lot of personal stuff today.
How do you feel about that, Paul?
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
Obviously, it needed to come out, right? It came out for a reason.
Isis says it sounds like you have a lot of unresolved issues and need help. I think he's dealt with it in a really. He really has dealt with a lot.
I'm not depressed.
But it is better because the brother was really domineering. Like I said, it was like he was an Italian dom. He would say, well, we're having Christmas at 2:00. And like, you had to be worried if you were 2 minutes late.
And it was like pulling teeth to get him to come here. We were like 60 miles apart.
It wasn't a good thing because the brother would snap his fingers and everyone would come running. So it's better now because that tension is like not there, and you're not expected to do something, and I don't know how to explain it, but all that tension is not there anymore for him. So that's a really good thing.
Yeah.
And the sister she stole all that money from the estate, and she was kind of like always, oh, poor me, I need this, I need that, I'm so stressed, blah, blah, blah. And so that tension's not there anymore. So I think to me, it seems like he's calmer now, and he's more at peace without all that familial tension going on from both sides.
Yeah.
It's just.
And the same thing with the kids, too. So.
Same thing with the what?
Same thing with the kids, too, upsetting, doing the things that they're doing.
I told him a long time ago, I'm like, blood is not thicker than water. Your family will turn on you just as quickly as a stranger. And he never believed me until it happened to him. Yeah. And I just said, you got to let it go. You can't hang around with people that are toxic. It's not good for you. Yeah. So.
And the way that my oldest would disrespect me on the phone, the way he would talk to me. It's just,
just ridiculous. Millennials.
And then the other one, the younger one is always it's never his fault. It's always the situation or somebody else. He doesn't have a woman in his life. He screwed up a lot of relationships. One relationship he broke up with just because the woman was complaining how many pots he dirtied. She was like, you when you cook, you make too much of a mess. And he took offensive to that and left. And, he's living with this woman. It's her dad's house, a second house that he lets his daughter live there. And Matthew has nowhere to go because he took advantage of me. He took advantage of his mother. He took advantage of his grandmother. He had some friends. He took advantage of them. He tries to get another friend to suck them in and feel sorry for him and all this other stuff. So finally he's with this girl. And I said, what happened to her? Where is she? You know, because we went for lunch or something. And he says, she was crazy. I said, why? What happened? And he said, she would yell at me because I didn't, you know, I made too many dirty dishes when I was making, because he liked to cook like me. And I said, wait a minute, you have a roof over your head. Otherwise, you're out on the street. Because you know what time of day it is with me and your mother and your grandmother. You screwed up some things with your friends. Oh, yeah, but I made up with one of those friends. I straightened it out, Dad. I said, okay. But you have a roof over your head and you're going to leave because she's just complaining about pots and pans. I'm like, what is wrong with you? She was supporting you. She was loving you. She, you know, encouraged you. And just because she mentioned something that kind of irked you, you just leave because of that. That's insane to me. So that's what Matthew's like, right?
Anthony said that usually happens, Paul. He will become one of those guys begging for soggy chips and change.
Yeah.
Under a bridge.
And you know what? He's a smart kid.
Yeah, he's just so
he had ADHD when he was 3 years old, and me and his mother, you know, addressed it, you know, and did the medication to try to get it dialed in. But a lot of these kids that have ADHD have a very smart IQ. This kid is lazy, right? And in school, because he's so smart, he wouldn't do the homework. In elementary school, he kept on, we're always on him, and sometimes he'd hide it, right? So then we had to have conversations with the teacher all the time because he would pull the wool over both our eyes. That's how good and manipulative he was at a very young age. And he's very smart. So he wouldn't do his homework and he would be getting an F. And then they take the test and he aces it. He aces it. Perfect. So then that test takes that F to a C and he gets a C and he passes. And I said to him, I think he was like 9 at the time. And I said to him, I said, do you realize that if you actually worked hard at homework and did what you were supposed to do, you would get like straight A's and, you know, you could go somewhere with that? And he didn't want to do it. He had a lazy attitude. I said, first of all, how did you ace these tests if you didn't do the homework? Because the homework helps you, right, a little bit. He was so smart that it was during the lectures when the teacher would be teaching, he didn't take notes, he didn't do the homework, but he remembered all the lectures and everything he absorbed while they were talking, and he's just chilling in his chair like this, you know, half asleep or whatever. He soaked it in. He has a talent. He's smart.
What's his job now?
Nothing.
He doesn't work. He's too lazy.
He doesn't have a job.
He'll get a job and he'll last a week and he'll say, oh, the guy looked at me.
He never went to college?
His mother and I, we invested $27,000, and then the $7,000 of it on top of it was his own loan. He went, we after high school, he went to Universal Technical Institute to learn to work on semi trucks.
Wow.
Diesel. That was his passion. When he was graduating, he was like, "Oh, I want to do this. I want to work on trucks and this and that." And he went and did all that and got high honors and didn't get a job doing that. And I said, "Why aren't you finding a job?" And he goes, "Oh, I applied at a few places and they laugh at UTI. They're like, you don't know nothing." That's what his excuse was. That you got a UTI Technical Institute, a trade school degree that altogether costs about $31,000, and high honors, and you can't get a mechanic's job like that. You just give up on it. And then he would do like little jobs here and there, and couldn't hold a job. And then unfortunately, he finally started working for Midas, and he was a service writer, and he started liking being a service writer. Oh, okay, cool. Now you get to run a shop. You dictate work to the mechanics. You're running the store, and then you could go into a dealership and be a service writer for them and do all that. And then he ended up having a stroke. And then when he regained from that stroke, the owner fired him, said that his position has been eliminated. He did it a certain way so that he doesn't.
That's the story we get.
That's the story.
Even know if it's true.
That's the story we get. That's what he is all saying. Now, being a narcissist and all that, he's also a liar. He lies all the time.
Yeah, he can touch you.
There are times I remember him as a kid. I know he's lying. He thinks he's fooling me, and I have to drill him with question after question after question for like an hour long, and finally he breaks and tells the truth. And I said, "I'm fine with the truth. It's okay. We can fix that. But why did I have to go through all that just to get the truth?" It was draining. And this is when he's 18, 19 years old. They're in their 30s now. So
Isis said, "Not having tension is good. I support you all the way in removing yourself from the situation.
yeah.
My family is absolutely insane too. I chose to leave them alone too."
Yeah.
And then she said, "That's on him. I'm sorry. It sounds like some people just don't accept success." Gracie came in. Hi, Gracie.
Oh, Gracie's here?
Yep.
Hi, Gracie.
Gracie!
Hi, Gracie.
Watercolor is great. Totally agree with you.
Gracie said, "My school report was always she sucks at the subject, but she tried. LOL."
Yep. Hi, Gracie. Yep. So,
and Isis, I think she's leaving. She said, "Hope you guys have a beautiful day. See you next time."
yeah.
Bye, Isis.
And then Blind Neil said, "It's hard to find some ADHD permanent work. They get bored quickly if it's not something they really like." Gracie said, "The painting looks beautiful."
Thank you.
Hello.
He was taking meds all the way till he was 15 years old, and really they're supposed to keep taking it, but he stopped.
Anthony said, "I don't believe that for a second, Paul. Something was up. The whole world can't be wrong."
Yeah.
He
He kind of beat the ADHD. And I said, "How did you do that?" And he said, "I met a friend that has the same thing, and the empathy that they had for each other, they like fixed each other where he didn't need the meds anymore." But still, he's got narcissistic issues big time. That has nothing to do with ADHD.
No. Like all the girlfriends. Oh my gosh, how many girlfriends? And when you ask them what happened, they all cheated. Which we know is a lie. That's a lie. Every single one of them cheated.
Yeah. Yeah, he messed up a lot of good relationships. And each time he would introduce me to one of them, when the day was over and everyone was saying goodbye, and I had I was private with him, I said, "Don't screw up this one." And sure enough, he would. And then I'd meet somebody else, and I would say the same thing. Sure enough, he would. It's just crazy, right? It's I don't know. So I just sit back and I don't look for the drama. So that's why they're not calling me or contacting me, because my youngest knows that he can't take advantage of me, and my oldest, he's got his own thing, and he can't deal with my blindness. So there you go. And I'm fine. I'm in a good place. I'm not depressed. I'm actually, now that I've removed all that drama, I can love myself and just appreciate what life gives me each day. I'm not clouded with all the pit in the stomach and worry and all this stuff. I don't have that no more. It's awesome. I'm truly blessed. My bills are paid.
Gracie said, "Everyone pops the pills, but do they help? I have no idea. I would have loved if I had my time over to be a shrink. I'd be so good at it. Too late now, though."
Yeah, for ADHD, especially for adolescents, they have a physical side of it, and if you don't control it with drugs, they can get very violent.
I in the class as a teacher teaching for 25 years, 500 kids a week, I saw what a dramatic difference they can make when they're on their medicine.
Yeah, because of the fact that ADHD, what's going on in their poor little brain is that there's 100 things going on at the same time, and they can't pick and choose. You know, like, oh my God, I got all this stuff to do today, and then you're like, okay, I got to do this first and this. They can't do that. It's all at the same time, and it's like chaos. So then, if that was like that, yeah, I would be crazy too and want to fight or argue or fight or, so you got to control it. That's what the meds were for.
But then I heard of adults that, like, they weren't diagnosed as a kid, but as adults, they discovered that they have ADHD and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I like those symptoms to be just as common. I have some of them.
We had to get him tested because when he was 3, my ex, she was having a hard time. She would lay on top of him to calm him down when he would have a temper tantrum. And she tried to just she had to get to the point that she had to lay on him to calm him down, to settle him down. And it was getting hard for her to do that. And he was 3. The adrenaline and all that, the craziness. So we had him tested, and he was diagnosed that, and we had to,
Gracie said, "Paul, can we swap? I would win an award in worrying and stressing."
You would win an award?
Would win an award.
Who, me or her?
Gracie would.
Oh, Gracie, yeah, I bet. Yeah, Gracie, you worry all the time, love. And you need to stop it.
Mia said, "My kid lives with me. They just started work a month ago, but it might make the disability income go up, so it might become complicated because, the household."
Yeah.
Alec came in.
Hello, Alec.
Hi, Alex.
He wants Diana to drop the link.
Oh, he wants to come up on panel.
Okay.
There it goes back here. Yeah. Well, I don't think. Oh, that's in Canada, don't you? In the States, it would only affect you, I think, if you had food stamps. They count household. But I don't know how that works in Canada.
All right.
Yeah, it can get tricky.
Tony, you're hilarious, man.
Why
Let
is
the
that?
games begin. Dude, you and I got a party sometime together. You're hilarious, man.
Why? What time is that? What did Anthony say?
He just said, let the games begin.
She's gonna be lurking. She said it's good to see you, Paul. Gracie, what have you been painting lately?
I'll be right back, guys.
Gracie said Paul, Lisa, and Anthony should have a party with Diana and Gracie. Gracie, Paul, Lisa, and after school special.
After school special. That's basically what it was like, an after school special, right?
Yeah. Canada. I'm given a monthly disability allowance at the end of the month. So if someone in your house has income, then the disability allowance goes down?
Probably, I don't know. I'm making some hot chocolate, you all. I'll be right back.
Hey, make me some.
Gracie said this party comes with a warning. I wonder what Vermont Paint did with that little painting he did of it was like a hedgehog or something. It was pretty cool. I wonder what he did with it.
With what?
The one day I watched him, he was painting this, like, I think it was a hedgehog in a raincoat or something. It was pretty cool. I was just wondering, I wonder what he did with it. I wonder what he did with the painting when he was done. Botanicals, those are pretty. Some bucktooth animal, yeah. It had buck teeth and they were like yellow colored. It was weird. It was cool looking though. Oh wow. You can make $200 and after that 50% of every dollar is deducted. Oh, that sucks, Neil. Well, maybe he can just work part-time.
Al, I'm going to send you a recent messenger.
Oh my God.
Gracie, you should have seen it. It was this little, I don't know if it was a hedgehog or a beaver. It was cute. But his teeth were like this yellowy orange color. It was. Oh, I used to have guinea pigs. I won't have them anymore though, because they don't live. They only live like 4 years, and it's too heartbreaking when they pass. But they do make nice little pets. They're really friendly.
They only live for how long?
They live like 4 years. It's
Or-
heartbreaking, you know. They live 4 years and then they pass away. I can't take that.
She's had her for a long time. I think longer than 4 years.
What's the weather by you, Gracie? Is it cold? Five years, yeah, that's a long time. Ew, Anthony, shame on you. They want them live though. Don't snakes eat live animals? I don't know. I don't want to know. Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, they do.
Anthony said when the guinea pigs pass, feed them to the neighbor's snake. Oh, that's good, Neil. Yeah. So if they're only working part-time, that's good. Then hopefully it won't dig into your disability too much. Gracie said it's cold there. They might get snow any day now. She's going to text Ian and ask him how Yorkshire is. Minimum wage is $15.50 an hour in Canada. Wow.
I think we're at that, aren't we?
I don't think so.
In some states.
Maybe in California. Gracie, I lurk a lot too. Gracie, what are you doing? I lurk a lot when I'm feeling like I want to listen, but I don't feel sociable. So I lurk. Why'd you take out your messages? Diana, we need a close-up of the lady.
Oh God, okay. Well, I'll wait till fall gets here so we can see through.
Oh, yeah. Good thinking. Yeah. Blind Neil said, even working part-time, the money adds up quick. Yeah. God forbid you should make any extra money. Neil, what's it like up there with the insurance? Do you have to wait like months to see a doctor? If you have to go to a doctor, do you have to wait like a really long time? Yeah. Piccolo's in your spot, Paul.
Is she? For somebody that hates me so much,
I know.
she sure likes to be in my spot when I leave.
Diana's waiting for you to come back so she can.
Yeah, you guys want to see it? Wait, you can't see it that good from there? Okay, whatever.
Here's Piccolo. Say hi, Picky.
Oh, hi. How old is she?
She is 8 now. She's the one I found under the dock at work.
Oh.
Piccolo, move.
She's okay. Just
Oh, so she, yeah, that's what you were saying. That she's like,
Yeah, I'm sitting here, thank you. She hates me, this cat.
here's a close up. I'm gonna stop working on it for today.
Okay.
That's the close up.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, thank you.
That's good.
Look what I have here. Look what Paul's got. See that? What's better, that painting or this? Freshly baked this morning. Now I gotta go clean my oven because all the caramel that's on the top.
Hey, you're doing it wrong. You have to go like this.
Like what? I can't see what you're doing.
You have to go like this with your hand.
Oh,
Like Vanna.
So
like Vanna?
you want to stay? How much longer do you think you want to live stream? We've been on for 3 hours.
We can go.
You can.
Go. We can go if you want. I thought Alec was gonna come up.
Yeah, I thought so too. I sent him the link about 10 minutes ago.
Anthony said now she looks like a warrior.
Oh, thank you.
Neil
Yep.
said she only hates you, Paul, because you have a better name. Anthony said Paul has a Jaffa cake.
No, this is not. This is way better than a Jaffa cake.
All right, don't talk with your mouth full. Conscious Business Services.
Oh, hi, Charlene. That's Conscious Business Services. Hi, Charlene.
And some
Well-
hot cocoa.
Is that what you have? Hot cocoa with that?
Mm-hmm. Mmm. Everyone gets to watch me eat now too.
Oh, Neil, 2 to 4 hours in the emergency room is nothing. Here in the States, oh my God, you could be in there like 8 hours, no problem.
Especially now.
It's just insane.
Yeah, the hospitals are shorthanded.
It's crazy. 2 to 4 hours is like, wow, that's golden.
I was going in for a routine, blood work at my doctor's office, and there was a older gentleman that was checking in to see the doctor, and he was just describing he was having a problem, and he was at the ER all night long. It took him 11 hours to see a doctor in the ER.
And you're talking about the U.S., right?
Yeah, in the U.S. At least here, it's bad. You wait like a day. You better plan on that's a day in the ER.
He wasn't in life-threatening mode or whatever, so he was categorized to be seen later.
Oh, right. And then keep putting him off and stuff.
He was in like triage they call it triage.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's an Illinois thing, Anthony, but there is no way you will get out of the ER in less than 6 hours. It's like when you go to the ER, you're going to be there like a day. Like it's a long time you're there. I don't know, maybe it's an Illinois thing, but it's the wait and that.
I don't know. Yeah, I think that might be like everywhere.
It's just it's bad. It's really bad. You'll wait hours and hours and hours. We try not to.
Well, even if you're admitted through ambulance, it just depends what your situation is. How urgent.
Yeah, I mean, if you're
based on urgency, how urgent is it? How urgent is it?
Yeah. I think when you're admitted with an ambulance, you're pretty much.
I was admitted with an ambulance when I didn't know I had pancreatitis. I had really bad abdominal pain, and I was in there for a long time. They put me in a bed, a downstairs emergency room bed. I was there for a long time, so maybe that's. Yeah, I wasn't in the waiting room or anything.
No, you're in the waiting room for several hours, then they'll put you in a room with a bed, and then you'll be in there for at least 3 to 4 hours. I mean, it's a long, long time.
Unless you're bleeding to death and dying.
Unless your leg's chopped off and they have to sew it back on or something like that, but it's bad. Neil said, the last time I went to the ER for myself, my hand was the size of a softball. I waited 5 minutes. Wow. There's no way.
No, not 5 minutes.
No way that would happen here.
That would be a record. That would be a friggin' record.
Yeah, there's no way.
It takes a half hour just to check in with all the questions.
X-rays 5 minutes later and ice packs and painkillers 10 minutes later. Wow, you are so lucky.
That's Canada?
That was Neil when he went to the...
he's in Canada.
Yeah, Canada, yeah.
Because you were just asking for not non-emergency, you were asking how long cancer would be.
Yeah, the regular timing, he said, it just depends on the city you're in. Like the big cities, they have more doctors, so you get into the doctor faster.
But those are getting, shorthanded too. They're in need of nurses.
Yeah, they're paying nurses.
And then the staff to run stuff.
Yeah, they're paying nurses big bucks here because they're so shorthanded.
Yeah.
It was in Ottawa, Ontario. I had broke my hand pretty good. Wow.
I think one of the medical groups around here, they're hiring nurses with a $30,000 signing bonus. That's how much they need nurses.
What? 30,000 a year?
Bonus.
30,000 signing bonus. Plus the wage. It's
Right,
high
okay.
wage.
Okay, $30,000.
We're looking for RNs,
Yeah.
and the signing bonus is 30,000.
Ah.
I don't think I could ever be a nurse.
I didn't want to be a nurse because I was afraid of accountability. Like, you can be involved in life and death decisions, and I'm like, oh no, I can't do that.
Mine is like, I hate when people whine.
Oh no, mine was like, I don't think I want to be involved in life and death decisions.
Okay.
Already, like my little wimpy decisions, like get like starts. It's just hard. Because I'm like, wimpy decisions are hard. Can be hard.
Mine, I don't think I have the compassion to be a nurse. They'd be like, oh, this hurts. And I'd be like, shut up. Suck it up. I'd be a horrible nurse. I'd be like a Nurse Ratchet, probably. Neil said people need to learn a little at-home healing as well. You got the sniffles. It's a cold. Relax. Yeah.
Are you satisfied with what you accomplished today, Diana?
No.
No.
No. With how much I got done, yes, but how it looks, no.
Huh.
Kind of, just kind of. I'm kind of only. I'm working it out. I'm still trying to work. I'm working it out because.
What don't you like about it?
Well, let's see this. Look at that. Oh no, I'm not. See, because when I did this first, when I followed the first reference, I think her head was down on an angle, looking down, like looking up, like down and looking up. You know what I mean? Like, look at this, and now that eye is lower than this eye. Oh, you can't see that?
No, you have to put it closer.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do a close up.
Neil said we have a cold and flu medicine up here called Buckley's. Look it up. It's awesome.
Buckley's. All right.
Does she have a sword, Diana?
Yeah, that's a sword, not a baseball bat. Yeah, I'm gonna stencil designs on it.
The slogan is "It tastes awful, but it works." That's funny. Let's see what's here.
Neil, did you ever get your refrigerator replaced, man? That thing was making a lot of crazy noises, man. I hope your landlord replaced it.
One eye's lower than the other.
Oh, it looks good.
No, it just looks. It's fine.
It's fine, Lisa says.
Okay,
It almost
good.
makes her.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
good,
but see, with her eye lower than the other, it's almost like she's tilting her head a little.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. That's what it was supposed to be.
Okay, so then you nailed it. You're okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think it looks good.
Thank you.
See, yeah, when you got the hair done, now it really pops, and now she does not look like a man anymore.
Anthony said, so it's like castor sugar.
Yeah.
They used to do that in the olden days, right? Give people castor oil whenever they.
Yes. Cod liver oil or maybe
Cod liver. Yeah.
Anthony said Conscious Business said they love the hair, and Anthony said she looks fierce now.
Oh, thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I think you should be happy, Diana.
Yeah.
Here. Let's hold it together.
I think you accomplished a lot today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I accomplished a lot. Yes. Yes, I feel yes. And I feel better now that I got feedback.
Yeah.
Feedback.
That's what we're here for. It's going to be a great showing.
Yeah, I have some things planned that are going to be besides the paintings, but we'll see how my ideas evolve.
Okay.
Some things in addition to the paintings.
So you're gonna dress like Xena, warrior princess, and pose next to him?
No, I was gonna wear butterfly wings so everybody knows I'm the artist. Either butterfly or fairy wings.
No, forget the fairy wings. You gotta have a shield and a sword. A breastplate.
Yeah, but the thing is, this whole thing is a fantasy theme. So that's
what's
why.
your point?
Either way,
why
that's
the
fantasy
wings,
too. But
wings and
no,
fairies.
I don't know. My idea might evolve, but I don't know that I'm gonna do that.
Oh, Neil said they ordered a new motor mount. The old one was worn out. Handyman zip tied it in place while waiting for the replacement, and it's much quieter now.
Okay.
Oh, so it's just like vibration noise. Sounds like.
We'll see how long it takes to get a new one, right?
Oh God, yeah. Everything's taking longer.
Well, it all depends on how good his landlord is too. You know, some of them.
I was thinking of putting these plates on the circle plates on her chest. See, like that.
Want to do? She's showing you something, babe.
I'm looking.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
But I have to. But she's on an angle, so I have to put them like on an angle.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm maybe not. Well, maybe I wasn't. See how good I am at making decisions. I would be a horrible nurse. I'd be like, wait a minute, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do. Just a
Anthony
minute. Just a
said-
minute.
It's the Madonna bra.
What?
Anthony said it's the Madonna bra. You gotta put the Madonna bra on
right.
here.
Yeah, that's right.
Madonna bra, chainmail, sword. I guess Madonna's boyfriend, her recent boyfriend is, well, I think they all are. They're like he's in his 20s or something. And she's like
She's in her 60s.
64 or something.
Yeah, mid or late 60s.
Yeah, I think her boyfriend's like 21 or something. It's crazy.
Too young. I can see younger, but I think that's too young.
Yeah, but we're talking about Madonna here.
When I dated people, I never liked younger guys. I always tend to date either my age or a little bit older, not super old. I think the oldest I dated was somebody 7 years older.
Yeah. Anthony said this stream is still more entertaining than TV. Wine Neil, new owners and property managers are awesome. They're still trying to fix stuff from the past 10 years with the old property manager and owners who were slumlords. Oh, that's good.
That's right. I think he's been there for a while.
Anthony said that's crazy. She needs to straighten up. I mean, what?
To each his own.
But it's kind of gross. I mean,
whatever. The kids
that's
leave.
like a 60-year-old man dating a 16-year-old bimbo. Like, what? It's just.
Yeah, but who are we
One
judge?
percenter billionaires, they go and they fly to that island. And you know who's going to that island to be with those underage girls? Bill Gates.
Wine Neil's been
Who
here
else?
16 years.
Yeah, 16. That's a long time,
Yeah,
man.
that's a long time. I don't know. I just think it's weird. Like, you don't have anything in common with a 20-year-old. What
I
do you
know.
talk about? Like,
She's Madonna.
She's Madonna.
My point is that you ever paid attention to the people that she used to date? One of them was Dennis Rodman.
ugh.
Okay. Obviously, and then I think she was with Gene Simmons for a while too, I think.
Gene Simmons?
Well, Gene boasts that he had like thousands of women he's done.
Oh, yes, right.
Yeah,
And
he
I
probably
watched
has
his
that
reality show.
I'm pretty sure that them two hooked up.
I don't
Have you
know.
ever watched his? Did you ever?
So
watch his
anyways, you're talking
reality
about Madonna here. She wants some young meat. That's it.
show? Did you ever watch Gene Simmons' reality show? It's him and his wife. She's an ex-Playboy model. I forget her name. And
Oh, yeah. And they were
And he-
married for the longest time.
he's been married so long, and that reality show, whatever, makes them look like he doesn't ever fools around.
Oh, he cheated on her so many times.
Well, I look at it this way. It doesn't affect me anyways, anyhow. So she more power to her. She can get a 21-year-old. Great.
No, it's
You know, that's her business, not ours.
it's just gross.
That's her business.
Ugh. Oh, Anthony said Madonna so lost. Weird Al also. She dated Weird Al? No way. Ryan Neal said when we moved in, my kid was 11 and they're 27 now. She dated Weird Al? That reminds me of like Julia Roberts marrying Lyle Lovett. Like, it's just so odd.
She dated a lot of men.
Madonna did.
Yeah.
Yeah. She must have had a.
And I'm sure there's a lot that we don't know about, too, on top of it.
Yeah, she had quite the libido. And I read somewhere that her kids, she never let them watch TV. Like, the thing that made her famous and all that, she wouldn't let her kids.
Madonna?
Madonna, yeah.
Yeah, she's in this religion. What do they call it? Kabbalah.
Yeah, she wrote a children's book, I think, on it, and they said she made mistakes. She didn't even get it right. They said she was kind of like a poser. A poser that was saying she believed in Kabbalah. Neil said, Madonna's a doorknob. Everyone gets a turn. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I guess when you're that rich and you have everything you could ever want, you gotta go for something weird just to make your life exciting. I don't know.
They say money does crazy things, man, to your brain.
Yeah, I think so. With excessive amounts of money, like if you're a billionaire.
Yeah. I think it's fair to say that if you won $1 billion and people say, oh, I'll still be the same, I won't change, that's a hard statement to make, because I believe all that money, it changes you whether you like it or not.
Anthony said, a Kabbalah poser, the worst kind of poser. Yeah, it was something like she made a kid's book or something, and they were saying that, I don't know, she like didn't put something right, or I don't know, she was saying what a wonderful whatever, I don't know. This is a long time ago.
I'm just checking to see if Alex is backstage with us. He'd say something in the chat if he wanted.
He did this last time.
The Weird Al movie sounds like it's going to be awesome.
Oh, yes, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, yesterday I did a live stream. He actually came on the live stream, but didn't talk much.
Then you said Elon Musk is another ass clone. There was a movie that I thought sounded kind of interesting. It was like Home Alone meets Die Hard or something.
What?
It's like a Christmas movie, but the criminals are like getting their butts kicked by whoever they're trying to rob. It's something like Home Alone meets, I don't know, Die Hard or something. It looked pretty good. I don't know the name of it though. I gotta look it up.
That's out in the theater.
It looked like, like a Bruce Willis action shoot 'em up bang bang movie.
Uh-huh.
Only it had the Home Alone like
Comedy.
Background Christmas something going on with it.
Okay.
It looked like a good action movie. I don't even know.
What is it? The kid has an Uzi and shoots up the neighborhood? What? When he's protecting the house and the parents ain't there? What? If it's like a Bruce Willis one, he would have a...
Oh, okay, this might be it. It's called Violent Night.
Violent Night?
Instead of Silent Night?
Oh, God. Instead of Silent Night?
What the...
So it's like a slasher Christmas movie?
It says if you've always thought there just hasn't been enough explosions and blood in Christmas movies, then Violent Night may be for you. It brings the action to the holiday season as Santa takes on a group of thieves in order to save one family's Christmas. Violent Night is here for some alternative holiday cheer, a bit reminiscent of the cult hit Anna and the Apocalypse or the classic Die Hard. The movie comes from the producers behind John Wick, Nobody, Atomic Blonde, and Deadpool 2, so it has good pedigree.
That's in the theaters now.
Oh, it looks like it's in the theaters now, yeah. You can see Santa Claus kick some butt on the biggest screen possible if you watch it on IMAX.
So it's even on IMAX, too.
When a team of mercenaries breaks into a wealthy family compound on Christmas Eve, taking everyone inside hostage, the team isn't prepared for a surprise combatant. Santa Claus is on the grounds, and he's about to show why this Nick is no saint. I don't know, I thought it sounded kind of cool. Something different. Anthony said, I heard of this movie, Santa is offing people. I don't know. I like the Hallmark movies too, but After a while, I'm just like, ew, why am I watching this dribble? Maybe Santa will have an AK.
Remember, I'm holding an art auction December 16th, starting at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time for 24 hours till 2 p.m. on December 17th.
When's that?
December 16th, 12 noon, 24 hours till December 17th, 2 p.m.
Oh, okay.
All 4 of my paintings are on preview already. A 5th one is going to be put up tonight or tomorrow. My 5th one, because I'm asking Facebook friends to vote on my 5th one. And
where can people go to catch this?
You have to go to my Facebook page. Well, yeah, it's eclectic. If you do a search on Facebook for, I better put a link in my description. I just search on Facebook for Eclectic Art Auction.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, when this.
Maybe I can get the link and then put it in the.
Yeah, I would put it in the description so that everyone can go.
Neil said, the bonus of going blind is not having to watch all the overplayed holiday movies. Excuse me. Here's Gil. Ooh. Hallmark movies, ew. Impress me. Give Kathy Lee Gifford an AK-47 and have her meet Matt Lauer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Alex said, I will see you all later. I will try to come up on the channel. If not, I will see you tomorrow.
Why? What's tomorrow? All right.
Let's see.
Well, I think I'm gonna go clean my oven now.
Okay.
I don't want to.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. This has been a long live stream.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, everyone, for being here.
Yep. You guys take care, everyone.
Take care.
Bye. Take care, everyone. Thank you.
We'll see you very, very soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.